Welcome back to Stage Left
Right vibes.
with Jose Alfredo.
Ibe.
Y Janet.
Hey. Well, not her not letting us
All
introduce
right,
her.
I was going to say, I was like, hold on, bitch, you're a
Just-
guest.
No. Let me include myself. It rhymes with Yvette too.
Oh, that's fair enough.
You're like, let's run with it.
Yeah.
Let's run
Fair
with it.
enough. Well, yay, we're back.
We're
we had a
back.
week off.
We did. Sin querer queriendo, pero así sucedió.
Así sucedió. It's fine.
It's
Life
fine.
happens.
And then we
I missed last week though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
And now you get to be part of this week.
Wait.
I know. Thank you for inviting me.
Do you?
Absolutely.
I was actually like waiting for the 50th.
To be brought back
To-
on.
I didn't think I was gonna come back sooner, but I'm grateful.
That would explain, because when I texted her, I was like, hey, like, do you, because we were going to be together earlier, I'm like, do you just want to come by and like we'll record? She's like, before the 50th? I was like, yeah.
You're like, "Oh, I think that's fine.
I'll run it by Jose.
I still want to be invited for the 50th.
Of
Okay, fair,
course.
fair.
Of course.
Mario.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because I mean,
Our reactions were very different. He's like, oh, and I'm like, oh.
Because you shared the first one together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, your wish is our command, I guess.
You have to
We'll do it.
you manifest and it happens.
thank you.
That's how the world works.
Yeah, we've
Yes.
learned, right? No, this is amazing. But yeah, we took a little bit of a hiatus. I mean,
We
life
did.
happens, but we're back.
Yay.
So thank you,
Well,
Janet, for your patience.
Cheers to all of us.
Cheers.
Today's episode is brought to you by Cutwater, or as Jeanette keeps calling it, Clearwater.
You know, Percy.
You know Percy.
Penelope Clearwater.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
Um,
in the middle school, I did a summer program, a summer reading program, where all we did was read the Harry Potter books. So they asked all the participants of the summer program. This was like enrichment. It wasn't like summer school. And we all got to say what book we were on, and then that's how they separated us, but in by classroom, so that everyone was on the same book. And my group was had already like, I think we were waiting for 4, or we already
you were ahead of the
reading for it.
game.
Yeah, we were in it.
Yeah.
So anyone who was below that was in the other room, and then so it was split into 2, and we got to come up with our house name. We got to come up with our own like wizard name. We got to
This was in school?
middle school, yeah.
Oh,
We should do that.
we should do that in life now. What's
Yes.
stopping us now?
I don't know.
In adulthood.
In adulthood. We have free will.
We got to play Quidditch. We got to make butterbeer, non-alcoholic, obviously. Although butterbeer isn't alcoholic.
No, it's not.
It's not, right?
No.
But you know that in is it Disney World?
No.
Oh, wait, no.
Universal.
Universal.
Yeah.
Universal, where they have Harry Potter Land. Or, I don't, what is
You
it?
went, no?
I did. It was so fun.
Did you have butterbeer?
I did.
I hear it's a cleanser.
I had it in like a slush.
Is it? Can you confirm or deny? Is it a cleanser or not?
Does it detox your entire body of everything you had inside?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Good.
No.
Is it?
was-
I think. Does it have butter in it?
It didn't taste like butter. You know what it tastes like? No. Because I was gonna say it tasted somewhere similar to root beer.
I was gonna say it gives like, pero también it gives me like not caramel. What's the other
Yeah,
one?
no,
Oh,
Butterscotch.
butterscotch.
Is it butterscotch?
Yeah.
Caramel. So it's like butterscotch. Do they taste the same?
No, they're not the same. Caramel
Really?
extract and
Butter.
Butterscotch
Don't
is
they
so
taste
different.
Similar though, because I feel like I don't like caramel like that, and I feel like butterscotch is similar to that because I don't like butterscotch like that either. So butterbeer was kind of like
So it has cream soda, caramel, butter. Oh, it does have butter extract.
butter extract.
Oh, and heavy whipping. So and
Oh, and
butterscotch. top.
butterscotch.
So I guess if you're lactose intolerant, it would be,
Mm.
you know,
A clearing.
It would be
Yes,
a
yes, yes.
clearing. Yeah, that would make sense.
I
Okay.
didn't feel it.
You're
Are
not
you lactose intolerant?
No. Or have you become one?
I don't know, because I don't know. I feel like I need to drink lactose-free milk.
You feel like you do need to?
Yeah, because whenever I drink like regular milk, I become gassy.
Oh, okay. But I think that is a side effect of being lactose intolerant. It doesn't always have to be, the full-fledged cleansing. This is you can
Censor out.
you don't have to censor anything. You can say whatever you want.
My
But I-
immune system.
But I think gassy was a nice politically correct way to
Say that.
say it.
But because oh wait,
There's
No, why are you
more.
waiting?
No.
Just-
no, because I think this is later in the segment.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I've been to also Orlando Studios. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Universal Studios. Thank you. And I did not have butter beer. Y no me dio las ganas either.
Really?
Yeah, but I did have a beer at is it Moe's?
I haven't been
You didn't go to the adult part of it all, right? Because you were with children.
at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Because we only went because it was raining a lot that day, so we
Mm.
couldn't really do a lot
Mm,
because the park was kind of like
Shut down.
halfway closed down.
got it.
Mhm.
So my brother and I just stayed kind of like in the Harry Potter
Area.
So that's kind of like where we stayed, and then we just like went out after that because it started raining a lot.
Oh, I see. I see.
Mm.
Did you ride the rides?
No, it was
Oh,
raining
everything
a
was
lot.
shut down.
Oh.
Oh, that's sad.
See, I feel like
You pay a lot of money and then like you have to
I
bet everything
know,
on
it
weather.
sucks.
Yeah, because everyone else, like my parents, my nephew and niece, sorry, my nephew wasn't born yet. My niece and my sister-in-law were there, but then they left to take my niece because it was raining.
Because it was raining that
So
way.
it was only my brother and I that stayed for like a little bit longer. But after that, it's just like it was raining too much.
Mm.
I thought they didn't shut rides down unless there was thunder,
Lightning.
lightning.
I don't know.
Like rain alone won't shut down a park. That's what I thought, at least. But I could be wrong.
I know like at Six Flags that's the case.
Mhm.
Like if
And
it's
at Disney
raining, it's
World.
fine. But I mean, lightning makes sense. But I don't know, unless it was
know.
lightning or it just
Maybe they were open, but we just left because it was raining too much.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
You didn't get
Well,
ponchos? Because I know people like
get
rain or
pon-
shine,
they're
like
like,
they
"We're
just
just
buy
gonna go."
ponchos.
We did.
They're selling them on the
since it was
streets.
only us two, and then everyone else had left, so it's like we just decided to leave after that.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
I see.
I would have stayed.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we got to make butter beer. We got to play other games. I forgot what my name was, but I remember one of my friends in that, I want to say cohort. But in that class or whatever.
That cohort.
His name was Jason Ard. That was what his wizard name was.
Oh.
And we were like, Jason Ard. And then he was like, yeah, Jason ARD, Ard. He's like, Jason the Wiz Ard. And I was like, ah. I was like, that was great.
Yeah.
And we were like 12 or 11. However,
So everyone's going, ah.
Ah! Yes, like middle
That's
school, like
crazy.
nerdy middle schoolers,
Yeah,
basically, because
absolutely.
we're nerding
Who
out
else
about
do
Harry
you do?
Potter.
Exactly. Well, for years we've been wanting to do like a Harry Potter theme like party for anything.
Yeah, Halloween or Christmas. or
Halloween,
something.
Christmas, birthday, and it just never has happened.
You should do a Harry Potter thing sometime.
It
We
takes a lot
should.
of planning. Y flojera. And like you have to do like the little things. But maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this year.
We'll add it.
Manifest it.
Manifest.
We're manifesting
We're
a
doing
Harry
it.
Potter,
We'll
a
do
Harry
it.
We need
Potter
to do it.
themed something.
Something.
Yes.
Well, that's one way of doing things.
Well, as we're back
Yeah.
now, did you have gigs this weekend?
We had one gig this Saturday.
Oh, just one?
Yeah. Well, because last week we had también a quinceañera, which was interesting, right? Because like we went and we're like, oh, we're just probably gonna be like, because it was for cocktail hour technically,
Mhm.
right? And then they're like, oh, you're on the stage and you're fully mic'd.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But, like
that's
every single
nice.
instrument was like fully mic'd.
Oh, wow.
I was
That
like, oh,
sound engineer.
yeah, no, like I was
was-
like, I asked the DJ, like, excuse me, can we use one mic? He's like, oh, yeah, give me 1 second. Let me ask the sound guys. And I thought they were prepping for like, there was going to be a banda or
Yeah.
something.
Right.
Because that's what usually happens.
Yeah, it usually happens. There's like, they're prepping up mics for the next group that's coming in. And then like the sound guys were like, aren't you guys supposed to be on stage? I was like, no. No. And just one mic is
That's
all
not
we
us.
need. Yeah.
That's not us. Thank
I'm
you.
like, if you have two, we'll take two.
Yeah.
He's like, no, they told us to mic you guys. Like, all those mics are for you. I was like, huh?
That's so considerate.
It was. It
It
was.
was lovely.
And then, like, in those moments, you're like,
Right?
I want to do every single gig this way.
Isn't that the
Uh,
worst? Like to get the treatment and then knowing that you're gonna go back to not
yeah,
that
because
regularly.
it's hard to, like, especially for us, we're mariachi. So it's like, in Sirenas, we do offer just like a 1 hour minimum at least, because we understand sometimes you don't need us for 2, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like to carry a whole sound system to mic every single instrument is just sometimes just not worth the hassle or
Yeah.
the time of setting up and like taking down. So having that and just saying like, damn. And the thing is like we also had monitors. Like there was like 5 monitors.
So we were able to hear
Whoa.
each other.
Yeah, because usually you have the sound, but then
Sure,
like you don't
this
know.
is concert level.
Yes, it was for quinceañera.
That's amazing.
It was crazy. So I was like, yeah, and then we went away, and then we came back, and we came back to it was a wedding. It was a wedding ceremony and cocktail.
Yeah.
The ceremony was the most stressful 15 minutes of my life.
Mm. I get nervous about ceremonies a
Yeah.
lot.
Well, because
They asked for instrumental.
yeah,
Like
instrumental for the bridal party was Sawarami. So like the violin was doing all the singing part, which was beautiful.
The melody.
Yeah, and then Cien Años for when the dad was walking down the bride, and then Kiss Me.
Kiss.
Me.
Yep, that one.
Is that Sixpence the Nun?
Yes, for when they kissed, which that one was fine, but it was just like you when we practice these and all that, like you're thinking you're gonna get through the whole song, you need more, but you don't know
No, the
how
length
long.
of walking.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
so small. So it's like, and then like at rehearsal, you try to okay, we'll cut it off here, or we'll cut it off here, and then you try to preemptively think about all the scenarios.
Right.
Yeah.
And ya cuando pasa, you're like, okay, this is gonna test everybody's musicianship, you know, because you don't at this point you don't have the voice to say like, okay, just lead us into the next thing.
Yeah.
That you're like depending on
Well,
just
especially because it was a
instrumentation.
big group. We're a big group. So
Yeah.
it's not like for like 5 of us where it's just like, okay, we can kind of like.
Yeah.
It's like turning the Titanic before it hits the glacier.
Yes. It's like by the time I let Armonia know, and then she lets them know, and then I tell the trumpets, and then they let each other know. And okay, now the violins, do the violins all know? And do they all understand what we're saying? And then like, oh wait, now I have to let the person who is singing know. And it's just like
You don't have signals? Like, because
I do.
I know that it depends on like formation. Like for us, we're only 4.
Yeah.
7 at max.
Mm-hmm.
For big shows. But like I know that I'm always at front.
Mm-hmm.
So they know that like that means like
Top.
from the top, or just
End
let's
it.
end it. Let's
Yeah.
close it out.
Yeah.
One more time.
Yeah.
Do you have those signals?
We try to have signals,
Yeah.
but I feel like they keep changing too, no?
They keep changing because
There's
of each
inconsistency.
situation. Right. Well, because
but
like
that
in
makes
this
sense.
case, I was just like, we can either take it from the top or we could take it from the chorus, or we will like, and it's just kind of goes like that. So then, because I was like, okay, we can go. Because if I do this, sometimes a lot of the girls can't see me because I'm not in the front. I'm in the violin section.
You would need like
Yeah. Yeah.
and that
Like,
looks silly. Yeah,
and then
for
like
sure,
keep
for
in
sure.
mind, like there's still videographers.
Right. Yeah, because for me, I can just go, and then like they know,
Yeah.
like they like it's a small
but you're
enough.
up in front, like
Yeah.
I'm in the violin section. Like in this case, yes, the violins were up in front, and everybody else was in like we were in those filas, but I'm still like there, so the violins can't see when I'm doing this, So I was just like, okay, I'll do this for top, like the sign language for T, just like, but then it's very similar to end it.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's all those like little things where
They
I'm
need
just
to be
like,
so much more
yeah,
different.
and it's in those
Yeah,
moments where I'm
and
like, I wish
optics.
we had like in-ear monitors, and I was speaking into a mic, and I was just like, just end it, bitches, But it's fine. It was a little bit, and it came out beautiful. Like to us, we're like, fuck, that kid could have came out so much better, but it's hard to because you're judging yourself a lot,
Yeah.
And I hope to the common ear and to the guests that were there, it was beautiful.
Yeah. I will say song choice, because one of my friends just told me that he would really like Cien Años played at his wedding too. And I was like, Cien Años, the song about you liking someone and they don't even know you exist, but you are gonna persist to be in love with them for 100 years
More
regardless.
More of that.
That's
More of that. Well, it's
wild
like
to
people
me.
asking for amor eterno
Right.
at like as a walking down or at a wedding to celebrate love. I'm like, that's not what it is. I'm like, that's. I mean, this.
The only way I would do amor eterno, and this is morbid, but because I've seen brides do this differently. I need to uncover my table. And actually, this is very on with our topic for today. But if my father was not there to walk me down the aisle, then I would probably do muerte now as I walk
You know
what?
myself down
That's
the aisle.
beautiful.
Right?
That's poetically beautiful.
Yeah.
But that's the only way that I would do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, I just turned the mood a little bit. Right.
And with that.
No, but that is like so beautiful. That
Yeah.
is, like you said, like
That is
poetic.
like the perfect time.
That's the only way that I would use that song
Yeah,
in the wedding
absolutely.
procession.
It would seem like
A procession.
like-
Absolutely. Whereas to the point where the musicians wouldn't judge you for using it.
Right.
Not that we
And
judge you.
everyone would be crying.
Yes, because they know.
Yes. I mean,
Because
yes, if you're
they
a guest,
know.
yes, they know. Yes, absolutely. May that
Stop
I'm not
it
manifesting
right
that. I'm just
now.
saying.
No, I know.
And if any listeners would like to take that idea from me, take it.
Take it. We'll gladly do it. We'll experiment with all of that. That's
for sure.
Instrumental, song, whatever way you want to do it. That is so beautiful.
Yeah.
That is so poetic.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
That's crazy.
No, it's fine.
Se acepta. Se
Anyway,
acepta.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So you
Yeah.
guys had a wedding and
Yeah, and then we did the cocktail, and we did a thing. They asked for DTMF by Bad Bunny.
Was that the video that I saw?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was where we're for Como la Flor. So we did DTMF at and it's so funny, like, because people were like, wait, because you would see people like perk up, like, wait, are they? Is that what? Is that? And then eventually they'd all like when the coro came in, and like you'd see people like moving and. So that was by far the biggest song that they all responded to.
Well, because it was a different song, like with like all the songs that we played.
Yeah, well, and the guests for the majority were like around our age, you know. So
I mean, yes, most people that are getting married are.
Let's not
around our
talk
age.
to my mother about that.
Are we anywhere near?
No. But it's okay. I'm getting paid to be at weddings, so I'm good. I'm thriving.
That's right.
I'm thriving.
Same.
Thriving. So, and I'm gonna keep saying that.
Blessings upon y'all, okay? Blessings and blessings upon y'all.
The love for y'all. It's okay. Just keep paying me to. Amen. Just keep paying.
Had you done Debí tirar más fotos before, or was this
at live? No, right?
No,
this was our
just
first.
video, right?
We just did it for a video, but this is our first time performing it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Y salió bien. Salió good. We're like, oh my God, we should add that to everything.
Well, there you go. And it would be a popular.
It would be so popular.
anyway.
And I'll give my props off to Arely. Like, she memorized that song top to bottom, like, perfectly. Because that's a lot of words.
Oh, is it? I mean, I know it, but I don't know it.
It's a
I just know the
lot of
chorus.
words. Like, not the only thing that
rapping,
and it's all rapping. It's like talking a lot fast. So the only thing that repeats is the coro, but like nothing else.
I don't know what the rapping part is. No, I mean the.
the rapping
verses.
part. Oh, it's a story.
No idea.
Story,
Neither.
and I'm just like every time I'm like I can't even. If you were to forget, sorry, mija. That's all I.
If you're not here, no one else can do it.
No one,
probably.
literally. So
Like we can do the chorus over and over.
over and over. So props to her because like she did it beautifully. Has it memorized. She has the sazon. She has a flow to it, and it came out amazingly.
Nice.
So
That's awesome.
it was fun to do. So I was like, I'm glad that pushed us out of our circle because sometimes we do songs for like video or social media purposes, but they don't make it out to the public.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm glad when clients ask us to do songs that they've seen us do on social media, like, well, obviously you play them. Like, no,
we
don't. We did that for social media only.
30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You don't know what that means.
I'm like, wait, no, that's not the idea that we wanted to give out, but it does push us to be better musicians. So I think that was nice. But yeah, I mean, it's good to be back.
Yeah.
So we took a little bit of a break there for last week. And which will lead us into the topic that we're going to talk about, which is death.
Death.
Yeah. Well, before we get into our topic, Jose, how rude of us. I was so ready to just trauma dump. How was your weekend? What did you do? What is your life update?
It's uneventful, honestly.
Oh, really? So I should not have wasted my time.
You actually didn't need to. I actually don't remember what has been happening this weekend. Oh, I did the Green Mill last
Oh, you
weekend.
did? Yeah.
Yes,
How did that go?
it went really well. Renato and Sage accompanied me for it.
Oh, nice.
So it was fun. I barely made it on time, which is not usually how I function. That's not true. That's pretty
That's
much how I
exactly
function.
how we function.
Fact checkers, fact checking. Got it, got it, got it. But no, it was a good time. I got to try out my tight 10,
Oh,
my tight
nice.
10 with music, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it went really well. And then private gigs this weekend, nothing too crazy. I
Okay.
went to Navy Pier with Mario to check out the Selena show, which was a lot of fun. It's cool to see variations of, and we got to see it too in the summer show, like how different artists approach singing Selena.
Yes.
And including you all too,
Yeah.
because you all also obviously have it in your rep. Um, yeah, it was cool. It was a
Yeah.
little fun. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
Nothing too exciting. I
Nothing
don't
too
think.
nice and chill.
Nice, very chill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, while you were dealing with nothing, Jenna and I were dealing with death.
Death.
Dun dun dun. Which I was like, literally on the plane over there, I was just like, it's either we talk about death a lot, or we don't. It's like either a taboo or like we almost romanticize it. So just a little life update. Jeanette and I, we lost an uncle unexpectedly on the side of the family that we share. So it'd be our mom's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, close uncle.
Yeah, close uncle. And like he was always a huge supporter of our music. He loved music himself. Which like fun little facts, Que me lleve el diablo. And Mi que me lleve el diablo was one of his favorite songs. So when I was able to do it for the Paquita show that we did, literally a week before he died,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I was like, for some reason that just hit me harder.
Yeah,
you
for sure.
know? Because he would always be like, "Oh, cantenme esta," and I'm like, "Oh, Eliseo, no me la sé." Like, I don't know it like that. And it was
Yeah.
always one of those like, I don't know it like that. Like, just listen to the recording. Like, I would always like push it off.
How does that one start? ¿Qué diablos me pasa?
Me.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes,
Okay,
Pasa mi.
right. I was thinking. Okay.
So, it was definitely like a moment of like, you know,
Did he live in Mexico?
no.
Oh, okay. Where did he?
He lived here
He
and
lived here, but he went
In
to
Chicago?
visit. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I
He
see.
went
Okay.
to visit Mexico
And passed in Mexico? Oh, wow.
So
That's
he
awful.
ya se había
I mean, just
retirado. No, yeah,
the
yeah.
distance is like,
But like this is where like you have to, I guess, kind of believe maybe for either your own sake that there is a higher calling or something, because ya estaba like he had health issues, right? As we all get older.
how old was he? Do you know?
He's older than your mom?
He's older than my dad.
He's older
But
than
I
your
think
dad.
around my dad's age. 58, so like 68.
So I mean,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
like
68. I
so
mean,
you're
I
still in
would
his
consider that still
60s.
young, but like,
Yeah,
yeah.
now that I'm older, absolutely
Yeah.
that's young.
Yeah.
So
Now that I'm older.
but now that I'm older, absolutely
Yeah,
that's young.
68.
Ask me when I was 12,
It's
anxious.
like, right. Well, because let's say 70, we are at the midpoint
Yes.
Yeah,
of
we
that.
are.
Yes. And I'm
And
like,
I'm past the midpoint
yeah,
of
and
that.
I'm just like, I still got life. I guess
Yeah.
that life to live. And so it kind of does like check you into reality. But like, yeah, he has some health issues, but and against all él constante iba a Mexico, right? Because he was getting ready to retire over there. He loved going over there. I think out of all of our tios and tias, he was the one that was consistently going back
Okay.
just to check.
Where in Mexico?
Durango.
Durango. Okay.
Specifically
Yeah.
Tenerapa. I don't know why I did that. So against all of the siblings' wishes and against like doctor's orders, he drove himself to
Yeah.
Mexico. Like he was
At
not
his age?
to his age. Like he was sick. He should not have been driving on his own and making that drive by
Right.
himself, right? All of his siblings are like, "Don't go, no te vayas," like, or wait for someone to go with you.
Right.
Ya después se dieron cuenta ya cuando iban quién sabe dónde, right? And he just kept telling, well, what he told my mom, and that's all I can like vouch for. He's like, I just feel like I have to go. He's like, siento que los aires allá me van a hacer bien, and I just feel like I need to go because I don't know if I'll ever be able to go back.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Right? So, also, fun fact that I learned recently is that Durango, la sierra donde son nuestros papás, is like almost 7,000 feet
Yeah,
above
it's
sea
a
level.
high elevation.
High elevation.
We
So,
did not know that until right now.
yeah,
I don't know what that means, but
7,000 feet above sea level. So, it is
So the air
high.
pressure is really, really, really heavy.
okay.
So,
It's
I
like-
guess we should state he had pulmonary fibrosis. So, he had a really hard time breathing. He
Okay,
had like
got
an
it.
oxygen tank with him. And he was hospitalized here in Chicago. Not even like it was like during Christmas time that he was
Mhm.
hospitalized. So yeah. So then he went, got really sick. He died within a week.
Yeah.
Like kind of fue de repente. Like my mom went to help him come back because he
Okay.
was just not doing well. And then she literally we bought her plane ticket one day and he passed the next.
Oh, wow.
So it like
Okay.
hit everybody, right?
Mhm.
Todos los primos se pudieron ir el sábado más temprano, but we had gigs and we're like, we don't know. Y en saben como Mexico is like de un día para otro,
Yeah.
you know? So we're like, well, I mean, we have to go because then later we found out we didn't know if they were going to bring him back or if he was going to stay over there. And I guess one of his final wishes was to be buried next to our grandparents. So we're like, I mean, we have to go.
Right,
We
right, right.
cannot
Yeah.
not go. So we went, and so that's why we didn't record because I was over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Which is
so,
like I texted you that because we record on Tuesdays.
yeah.
I was like, hey,
Hey, I forgot to let anybody know that I
Yeah,
was
I
not
didn't
going to
know-
be in the country.
right.
Yeah,
I didn't know you weren't in the country because
yeah,
I was talking to David,
Yeah.
to David about something else, and then he mentioned that like you had
a death in the
a death
family.
in the family, and then so then I texted you on Tuesday, and I was like, hey, like David let me know that you had a death in the
Yeah.
family. Like
I
if
was like,
you're
oh
not
yeah,
if
I
you're not up
forgot.
to recording today, like totally understand.
I'm like, I'm
and
not
you're like,
even
I'm not even
home.
there. Like I'm
Yeah.
flying back home
Yeah.
tonight, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
we're not recording. That's cool. Don't worry about
I
it.
forgot completely. Like
Yeah. Well, because it was all of a sudden.
it was
like,
all of a sudden
There's so much like going on.
Yeah. I mean, I was literally that one gig,
Yeah.
and then we were on the flight. Like we had to be at O'Hare like 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
We
Oh, you
ended
took
up
a red
next
eye.
day. So that we had a gig Saturday, and the only reason why because I checked there was a flight at 8:30, but I'm like our gig ends at 8. Like there's
Yeah,
no
we're
way.
not gonna make it.
Obviously, we're not gonna make it. So the next flight left at 7.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning?
Yeah, from O'Hare. So like we had to be at O'Hare a certain time, and then with all the TSA stuff, we were like just in case.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like we didn't sleep the entire. Instead, we booked the flights like super last minute.
Yeah.
Because we also needed to verify, like, wait, cuando va a ser el velorio? Because like if el velorio is happening like right now, no lo vamos a alcanzar.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like it was all this other stuff, and I felt like shit because I was like, all of our other cousins are going,
Mm.
Yeah.
and then lo que es la responsabilidad that we felt like because if we left, that was gonna be Janet, Laura, Itzel, and myself not going
Well,
to a
it's
gig.
4 of you. Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
where I mean guitarrón, you know, like, are you kidding? Like, so I was just like, well, fuck, we can't like cancel on the client like super last minute.
And the other guitarron sub is Itzel.
And the other guitarrón is Itzel. And it was a 2-hour gig, and even if it wasn't Itzel, like none of the girls would be able to
Yeah.
do a 2-hour set on the guitarrón. So I was just like, it's in those moments where as a musician you're like, that's I guess what some people don't really understand. Like we, at least for me, and like as band leader and like managing all of it, I'm like, you have to put your familial things aside because you already te comprometiste to do
Right.
this, and it's just like it's not the client's fault.
Right. I mean, it's no one life.
It's no one's
life.
fault, right?
Life
It's
happens.
not our family's fault. It's just life happens, but sometimes it's like de todos modos hubo un compromiso. These clients did the right thing, and just because it's my emergency, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be
What was
if-
the event that
a
you?
quinceañera.
Okay.
Yeah, we were there for a cocktail and dinner.
And it didn't help that it's 4 family members in the same group.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. See, obviamente, if one of the girls said, "Hey, I have to leave because this," obviamente se va a
Yeah, so
entender,
go,
but
yeah,
like, yeah, but
absolutely.
for us, it was 4 of us
Yeah,
leaving.
it takes out a third of the group.
Exactly. Guitarrón and vihuela and 2 violinists, and so it's just like, so it was like, well, fuck, like let's just hope that we can make it. So anyway, We were able to be there. We were there with family, but it was on the plane right there that I was just like, we, because like our cousins, los hijos de él, it's like they even said like we never really talked about it, like about what he really wanted. It was just like like sometimes he'll talk about it. So sometimes I'm like, is it like a man thing?
Oh,
Then you
okay.
don't talk about it because like I will say my mom, I know how my mom
Wants
wants.
to.
Yeah. So that's to me, I'm like, and I'm not gonna say like my mom romanticizes it because that sounds fucked up, but it's just like she knows what she wants. Like she
Yeah.
knows the flowers, she knows what she wants to be dressed in, she knows what she wants us to be dressed in. Like she knows what songs she wants to be played, like
Mm-hmm.
all the stuff. So there will never be a doubt in my mind, like, oh, my mom, what would my mom would have wanted,
Right.
you know, compared to mis primos who were just going based off of like sparse conversations here and there.
Memory.
Yeah. So I was just like, do we talk about it more? Like, why is it such a taboo? Or is it like a Mexican macho thing that I'm like, I'm not gonna talk about death
Yeah.
or like, you know what I mean?
Interesting. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I guess that's like I was thinking about that the entire flight there. And I'm like, we do need to talk about that. I'm like, we talk about everything else. Like, I mean, el chisme es el chisme, pero lo que tenemos más seguro,
Mhm.
like sometimes we don't plan for that.
Right.
And I don't know if that's like a culture thing. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Do you guys know what your parents want?
My mom has mentioned last time I've heard she want to be cremated. Yeah,
Really?
but your
She's not a
mom,
Catholic woman then.
your mom,
My mom is so against it.
yeah, no. When my mom said that to your mom was like, "No,
Mhm.
you're gonna be buried."
Yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, well, my mom wants this, but like,
No, you have to go with your mom.
Well, yeah, yeah,
My
yeah,
mom,
yeah, yeah,
my
yeah,
mom's,
yeah.
my mom
Fuck
is,
everyone else's
yeah.
wishes. Like,
My mom's a baby.
respectfully.
No, absolutely. My mom's a baby sister in the entire thing.
but
Like,
I also don't know if she said that just because money wise, like, just since it's cheaper to be
Yeah.
cremated than buried. So I don't know if that's just like in her mind is like, oh, let me just get cremated kind of thing. Or does she really want to be like cremated because she wants to, or is just like, oh, just to make it easier, just like
Right.
right.
I mean, that's the same for me. And I've only had this conversation with my mom too. I haven't had it with my dad.
Right.
Yeah.
See?
You're
But
right. Uh-huh.
she's also just been like, because we've asked, like, do you want to be taken back to Mexico or do you want to have
Oh, I didn't even give my mom the option.
And then my mom was like, no, pues lo que sea más fácil aquí. It'll be easier if you just do it here. But yeah, you're right. I don't know if it's like, if the choice was like a
Financial
real
driven?
choice, like
Yeah.
would it be like take me back or not?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, what she would care most about is not location, but being buried next to my dad. I think that's what she would care the most
Oh,
about.
that's cute.
My mom would want to be buried here. She wouldn't want
Want to go back to Mexico?
No.
Well, then, because when I asked my mom too, she was like, no, pues ya me la pasé aquí casi todo
Yeah.
el tiempo.
Okay.
Like she's lived here longer than she's lived there at
Yeah.
this point.
For my mom, she's like, donde estén ustedes.
Yeah.
Oh, and that
That's
makes
the
the
same.
sense. Yes.
Mhm.
That makes sense that my mom would also answer
Yeah.
it that way. Yeah.
Because I mean, even I'm like, I told her respectfully, because even when we buried our uncle, and your mom made a comment or something like that about like, oh, here's a spot for all of us. I'm like, no, respectfully, no. Like,
Mhm.
I'm like, sure, if you guys want it, but I'm like, we need, like, I still want to have like access to
Got it.
Yeah.
selfishly, and I'm like, and it's 100% selfish, But it's just like, but my mom has always said, like, wherever you guys are, and my mom doesn't care how much it's going to cost to bury her. She will not be cremated. She, my
How
dad,
much does it
Catholic-
cost
Catholic woman,
versus a cremation? Like, what's the huge difference?
significantly a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like, I mean, just the plot alone,
Yeah.
on top of the casket, on top of the tombstone,
Mhm.
it's
It adds up.
It adds up.
I'm sure.
But so it's just like those things where I'm just like, it's so sad. Like, and in this case, for my uncle and nuestros primos, like, yes, he was sick, but not, I'm going to be gone next week.
Yeah.
So it's like, but the fact that that conversation didn't even happen,
Right.
you know, and I'm just like, do we change that as a culture? Because the same thing, like I know what my mom wants, but I have no idea what my dad wants,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what my
you
dad wants
know?
either.
And it's just like the least I feel like we could do as children of these people who did everything for us is like to honor them and how they would want,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I was just like, man, this fucking sucks.
I wonder if it's not necessarily like a I wonder if it's tied to like our roles gender wise,
Mm,
where like there's this like machista thing that happens with men, specifically like
yeah,
Mexican men, that like they really might see themselves as like immortal in certain ways.
true.
That like the idea of death
Dying
isn't
is not a
necessarily
thing.
something that they
Compared to moms, it's like, I did my thing.
well, and moms are also like more sensitive to like
Absolutely.
the ways of life and like it's this is what life is.
This
Like
is what life
we
is, yeah.
and like even like La Muerte is depicted as a
As a
woman
woman, La Muerte, yeah, 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 yeah.
in all of
I
our
mean,
like
let's be honest, and that
fables.
some of these moms are like, "I'm done."
Yeah.
No, but
But what's crazy statistically,
Yeah, but
husbands go
let's go
before
okay.
wives do,
Because they don't express their feelings. They just
no,
or
hold
take care of
everything
themselves,
or take
or
care
tell
yeah.
people how they want to
What to
be
do
delivered. Um,
exactly.
whereas I feel like women tend to like come to this a lot faster.
Yeah.
Um, they to come to terms with it. There's several stories within our like culture that deal with like death. I just
Mhm.
recently saw a video on TikTok. It's a, a read aloud of
Mm.
El Pato, La Muerte y there's a third character in it. And it's basically like this duck. It's in Spanish. It's a Mexican book. It's a Mexican children's book. Es un pato y la muerte viene to visit. And the pato's like, hi, like, who are you and what are you doing here? And he's like, oh, soy la muerte. And the pato's like, oh, like, I don't, it's German? Oh, what's the name of it? No. And then there's y la hechosa y la something? Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the tulip. Which, how do you say tulip?
Tulipán?
Tulipán. Sí, sí, sí. El pato, la muerte y el tulipán. And it's this, they spend so much time together because La Muerte is getting to know the pato, and
Oh,
the pato is like getting to know La Muerte, and then the pato has all these questions about like what's like la la
yeah.
la, and then eventually, and they like spend days and days together, and then eventually the pato doesn't wake up after falling asleep. Like the first night that they fall asleep together, the pato's like no me morí, like you know whatever, and they're like. And La Muerte's like, see, like, you know, like, and he's so like, La Muerte is like so like curious about El Pato and like gets to know the Pato. And then finally, like by the end of the book, the Pato dies. Oh, I'm gonna cry now.
No. No.
Oh no. And then the Muerte is so sad. The Muerte like carries the Pato and in sadness, like I am also sad.
Oh.
That it's like, oh no, this is too
Well,
much.
and especially because I think we always depict La Muerte as just as like this evil thing.
And there's commercials that
And
you
yeah.
that is it a Doritos commercial that did that? Do you know which one I'm talking about? Yes. Is it a Doritos commercial?
Well,
Or is it
and
a
it's like
Coca-Cola commercial or
well,
something?
and it's like the Grim Reaper who's just like
yeah.
coming
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
and
Like,
everybody's running away from it, but it's just like death is
which
as
it's
God,
fascinating because in
yeah.
Mexican culture we don't treat it like that.
No,
Well,
I mean
especially like in our like lore and our
exactly,
like
exactly.
that commercial, whatever it is, it's La Muerte comes to not. This one's also sad.
Mm-mm.
It's a grandma and a little girl, and they're coloring or they're painting each other, like se están pintando, like la la. And then there's a knock on the door, and the little girl goes to answer, and she's like, and then she comes back and she tells her grandma like something scary is out there,
Yeah.
and then the grandma goes out and she recognizes like es la
Oh.
muerte, and she's like, pásale,
Oh.
and it is
Mm.
it's such a beautiful short. It might just be a short film,
Yeah.
actually. It might not just be. It might not be a commercial. Um, and then commercial by who? I'll let fact checker.
Is it Doritos?
And then eventually the grandma puts the little girl to sleep. And then the last shot is just La Muerte and the grandma
No.
walking out on the street together, and
Ugh.
you're hand in hand, and you're just like, oh
You're
my
right.
God. And Coco did the same
Same
thing to
thing.
us.
Well, and that's the thing. I was
Yeah.
literally about to say, like,
This, because this is romanticizing.
it is, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's
But-
like this romanticizing of, but I think it's because nuestra cultura, like, siempre atendido from like that indigenous like part of like,
Thank you. Yes.
right?
Correct.
That it
Indigenous people did not treat death the way that
no,
we treat death.
we treat death, and it's like I would love to be able to go back into those roots of it all, which when we were, before I even get into that, like, so while we were there, yeah, like we've been to like our grandparents' funerals when we were in Mexico and stuff like that, and like, and the reason why I say like, oh, I don't know if like we were gonna be able to alcanzar a nuestro tío was because donde somos nosotros, like,
Sí.
our tío passed away in the morning of Saturday.
Yeah.
So was it Saturday morning,
It
right?
was Saturday morning.
So like we didn't know if La Funeraria was gonna be like, we can have him ready and then we will start the vigil, el velorio esa misma tarde, because
Yeah.
that's how fast it is. Entonces sería toda esa noche y lo sepultarlo ya el siguiente día, el domingo.
You see.
And then that's the time that we would be getting there based off our flight. So it wasn't like for our grandparents, I didn't really question it just because it's like, oh, así son las cosas. But for our tío, I was just like, why do we do this like in Mexico así? O por qué es así en el rancho donde son nuestros papás? Where it is el velorio toda la noche y todo el día y luego sepultar. Like, yes, I understand que especialmente donde somos nosotros is rancho humilde. Like, there's no means of like, I don't want to sound insensitive, but like just shoving them in a freezer until whenever the family's ready
Right.
to
'Cause
do a
that's what I
wake.
had understood, that there's like no morgue, I guess,
Yeah.
to keep the bodies.
And there's no chemicals. Like we don't use.
We don't use that.
Yeah, so it has to
that-
be happen like
we
one
don't
day
And
embalm.
before.
embalming, yeah.
Yeah.
Pero también then after like I had all these questions, so like I did the research because I asked my mom, but para ellas it's costumbre.
Yeah.
Oh, it's porque
Right.
es así. But I'm like, I want to know why. Like, ¿por qué en los Estados Unidos like someone could pass and then like you can have the wake 2 weeks later?
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like, so sometimes like, especially like at work, I'm like, when I had to say like, hey, I have to fly out to Mexico because, you know, it's like, oh, but he just died. I'm like, I understand, but like it's from one moment to the next.
Yeah.
But it's because también, aparte de the chemicals and all that, like, se respeta lo que es la muerte.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, el chiste no is to preserve the body.
Right.
It's to lay the body to rest. But do you guys remember like your first? So this is my thing. Growing up, I remember being at funeral homes so much.
Oh.
Like, and it was just that costumbre. Like, if I just like going to a funeral was so normal. But I think as a child, I never really processed what it was. So, like, did you guys have that same like upbringing?
For me, because I've been to funerals when I was younger, but I feel it wasn't really close relatives for
Right.
me to process of what was going on.
Right.
You know, it could be like a family friend or like a distant relative to like my parents,
Right.
where I've never met this person, but I'm just going because I kind of have to go.
Right.
in a
Because
Right, your
way.
parents
back
are
then it's
going.
like there's no
Yeah.
babysitter. You're coming because you're coming.
Because the
Right.
closest relative is our tia Rufina, where I was just
Mhm.
like actually like, oh, like this is legit.
But we were already,
Yeah, we were adults already.
yeah.
Because I was in
Well, adults is a stretch, but
17. It was like in 2017 already.
Yeah.
So I was like, what, 26 or whatever.
yeah, even
So-
adults is a stretch at that age.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm still a child.
Yeah.
But like that was like legit my first funeral where I was like consciously like I really know this person in a
Mm.
way. And it was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard.
So like even when you were kids, like, because I remember going to them, and I remember specifically this one funeral que era primo de mi papá. No, sorry, el la esposa del primo de mi papá and their son passed away because they left a candle lit in the bathroom.
Ooh.
So that was my first child wake.
Oh, okay.
And, like, we were almost the same age, him and I. He was younger than me. And I was young, but I still remember as a child, like, trying to process that, but I'm a child, and,
Mm-hmm.
and it's, like, also in that sense of, like, that the pa the parental part of, like, your parents just say, "Oh, pues, sí," falleció, but, like, they're not really explaining the feelings of it. So I just see, a child, a boy my age approximately in a casket, and it's
Oh.
just like and I will never forget that, but I don't remember what I felt. But I just remember that instinctively, I was just like, this and now thinking of it, I just like, "Oh, like, this is meant." I remember thinking, like, "Just this is meant for older people," I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And but I guess it's, I mean, like, a culture thing that you don't really talk about, like, those things or those feelings, which I will get to in a little bit. 'Cause but that was, like, I think that's when, like, the idea of death really hit me because going to funerals and going to funeral homes it was like a normal thing
Mm-hmm.
That's so
growing up.
interesting.
You didn't
I
go?
did not. I
And
did
good
not
for you.
experience death well into. I think my first one was in no, post high school. So it was my freshman year of college. One of our old high school classmates passed away in his sleep, um,
Oof.
from like a heart condition,
Oh.
Mm.
and he was in all my classes, but we weren't like close
Close.
friends. But he like sat like behind me or
Yeah,
like
but still,
adjacent to me.
like,
So and
yeah,
we were all like cohorted because we were all IB. So like we were
yeah,
with each other all the time. Um, and yeah, I mean, I felt feelings like I felt like s- as an as a deep empath, I felt mostly for his parents. I felt mostly
right,
for his friends. I felt
right.
mostly for his, but like me
Sí, sí, sí,
personally
sí.
being affected by it, I wasn't. And honestly, like even at my big ass 37 years old, I have yet to suffer a close death. Um,
Wow.
outside of like my like maternal grandmother who lived in Mexico her whole life and I lived
Yeah,
here my whole life and
yeah.
yeah, we like talked on the phone once every
See, but
month,
you weren't close. It's
but
not
like
like
it
I grew up
wasn't
with
the same,
grandma.
right?
Right.
But I did have to go to Mexico on the year anniversary, which they call the,
Aniversario luctuoso.
is that what it is?
Mhm.
And
Mm-hmm.
levantan el,
El,
mm, yeah,
el,
the,
the tombstone.
yes, thank you.
Mhm.
Uh, and I had to go to represent my mom and
Oh,
our
sí, sí.
family because my sister
Yeah,
had
yeah.
kids and like like everyone was, and I was like, okay, I and my mom asked me as a favor, can you please go? I was like, yeah. So I went and I represented the family, and I again as an empath, I felt for everyone. Like I felt
Yeah.
for my cousins, I felt for my sister who was raised by her in Mexico. I felt for my aunt, and
But you
but
didn't
like
have a
me
personal
specifically, like
connection
the
with her.
only thing I
Yeah.
had was like the very few times that I had interacted with her, but
Mhm.
it wasn't even like I remember the last time I saw her, she was like she asked me like who I was, and then they had
Mm.
to remind her, and then she was like, and then she clocked in. She was like, ah, yes,
Right.
and then she told me stories, and it was beautiful, like my last encounter with her. But yeah, it's to me death is interesting because I've experienced it tertiary.
Mm.
I've experienced it like high school classmates.
Sí.
I've experienced it like uh middle school teachers, maybe.
Sí, sí.
Um grandmother, but I've never experienced it
Mm.
like close to my close to like my chest or anything. And I talk to my therapist about this all the
All
time
time.
because I know that like the circle's closing in.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
so I deeply suffer from anticipatory grief
Mm.
a lot. Like I suffer from like understanding that it's coming and I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. Like I know that like
No.
I am too emotional of a person. I'm like,
Yeah.
like I need to get ready because it is gonna come, and I don't know
How
in
to
which
handle
direction,
it.
and I don't know. And I'm also way too an emotional person.
And it's so fun. It's interesting that you mentioned that because we lost our Thea to cancer, in 2017. And yes, that was hard. She was the most beautiful hearted, open hearted person. Like she took care of when she came here. She was just open heart to everybody. Um, but like this deal that passed, like we were really like the cousins, like their dad, like we grew up super close. Like we were like this.
Mhm.
Like that was the cousin group, you know? And like in our cousin chat, like we were like, we're not ready for this
Yeah.
because it's just like you said, that circle is coming. And it just like, it made us realize how we are not prepared
Yeah.
for this
At all.
at all.
But I mean, I guess you're never gonna be, right?
You're never going to
To a
be.
certain degree, you're never going
Exactly.
to truly be ready for
Yeah.
how you're gonna react. Because I could prepare all I want. I could say that
But
I'm gonna react this way or that way.
no, but and then it's not until you're in the moment. And but I mean, like a lot of like in our cousin group, I mean, it's like all the cousins that all obviously grew up together were like the eldest child.
Mhm.
So we all have like this elder child syndrome of like needing to take care of everything, and it's just like we need to be
Oh,
prepared
I
and
don't suffer from that.
Yeah.
Is it because I'm a boy?
I think
it
it's
because
because you're a boy. Janet, let's talk.
Yeah. Is it because I've been princified? Because I do think that that's
It
a
is
thing.
a thing. It
I
is a
think
thing.
that's a thing. Like
Because the way that my brothers are able just to check out, or like in this case, like,
but they're not the oldest.
but they're not the
either.
eldest, but also like like in this case, Jerry, who was the eldest
Yeah.
boy, and that like he was just not. I mean, he was very much there present, but it was like the sisters who took over.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, and it's just like it has to be again a culture thing, but
And yeah, because I feel for my sister. My sister's the youngest, and I feel like she's the most adult person in the. Like when I gave my speech at her wedding, I was like, I know she feels like the oldest, but I'm the oldest. I
I'm
just happen to
here.
look like the youngest.
Oh my god.
and act like the
Well,
youngest.
Oldest here.
Yeah.
And I did clarify that.
Yeah,
obviously,
but that's hilarious. But it's like in that moment where like we like made that very like we were very aware of like, oh no, like that circle
Yeah.
is now here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's getting closer, and so it's just, and like I think our family is also very driven in like dark humor.
Yeah.
So it was kind of thing. But going back to like the whole velorio thing, because I was just like, why do we do a 24-hour thing? Because eso no se acostumbra aquí.
No.
Like you have the funeral home until like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. y luego se termina. So like allá en el rancho donde somos, I don't know if it's customary for where you guys are from.
I don't know, but I mean, they were praying for a very, very, very
No, like
long time.
like for us, it's like you have an answer to.
Wow.
And there it is. Isn't that
Wait,
crazy?
23,000 or 2,300?
8,300 for 8,300. Okay. Yeah. 10,000. Let's round up.
Okay. Chicago would probably be up there. Like, I'd
so
probably
up
be like,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, at least. Oh,
Oh, well then. Got it.
wow. That's a huge difference. Do you see? And like, and then where that, even if it's against
Thank
like
you, fact checker.
the person's like will to be cremated or not, but depending on the financial needs, like where it's just like, well, this is
Yeah.
what's going to have to happen.
I think. I mean, have you thought about your own? I know because your mom would probably disapprove of you like, doing anything else.
And that's the thing. Like the idea of me being buried, I don't like that.
Me neither. It gives me such anxiety.
It gives me such anxiety.
And I know that I'm going to be dead. I understand.
No,
that.
I understand
that. Like, I'm not going to be here.
understanding that I won't feel anything, but just the idea of being buried,
The claustrophobia of it.
and then like insects and worms and
Okay,
everything.
I wasn't even thinking about all of that. For me, it really was a space issue. It was...
For me, it's that. So I'm like, just just burn it, turn into a diamond as I am, and like,
Hey, see, I want to be turned into a tree. I would love
oh,
Me too.
oh,
Yes.
sorry, I want to be
Nature.
a jewel. Let me stand where I finally should stand.
I want to give life, you know?
I want to give oxygen.
Yes. Just hold it.
It is because one, religion. So
So no, but yeah, I was going in. I was
So-
going to
Go,
go
go, go.
into that conversation
One
because
is-
I did the research. Is religion the Catholicism at all? But I mean, it's driven with indigenous roots.
yes, and
yes.
weather because Mexico doesn't use embalming, so you have to, and it's visible. So
Yes.
the wake is visible. So people van a tu sala, a tu casa, van
Yes.
a la persona que pasó. No,
Sí, no, que sí, sí, yeah.
so they have to be visibly
Yes.
Okay.
intact.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why it has to be
Quick.
quick
Quick.
turnaround.
Because deterioration is going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
rather
the thing.
quickly
Like
without
they
embalming.
had there was fans on the casket to make sure that because it's hot, you know. So like there was fans on the casket to make sure that the body
Yes.
was still as preserved as possible and
Aerated and, yeah.
aerated.
Mhm.
So
Not
that's what I was-
wine, but yes.
yeah, exactly. So, but I was like the 24-hour thing. I'm like, because like I know like our moms, they didn't sleep at all. Because I was like, no matter how many times we're like, hey, take a nap. But it's just like
yeah.
because it's the idea is like is okay, it's rezar toda la noche, right? Rezar su rosario, hacer todo eso. So that's where the Catholicism comes in. But like the indigenous part of it all is like you're doing this as a community.
Yes.
So people are coming in. So the idea of this 24-hour like velorio is it's a community thing. It's a people thing, and es para que la gente no deje a los familiares del que se fue solo because the thing is I guess the belief is that que viene a visitar, you know, el espíritu del difunto back to the family, so it's just so it feels welcomed in a community.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the indigenous part of it. So to me, I'm like, I mean, that's what Mexico is, right? It's
Right.
indigenous plus the conquering of it all, and like the fact that our rancho still conserves that.
Mhm.
To me, I'm like, it's a like the indigenous part of it is still kind of there. Because I will say, like the nosotros en Durango, and I'm not going to speak for all of Durango, but like at least in our families and the people that we know, we don't do Dia de los Muertos. We don't do an altar.
No.
Well, because it's not a northern.
It's not a
It's not a
northern
northern, yeah,
thing, and I
custom.
think it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing, but we don't do that.
Yeah, and like I've always felt not gatekeepy about it, but
yeah.
when it did hit the market,
Yes.
obviously,
and,
like
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
when it-
yeah.
when
It,
it
like when
did
it
hit-
became trending and
yes,
viral.
when it hit the market,
yeah.
I was like,
This
what
is
the
is
fuck?
not yes.
Because I mean, my mom has done it all of our lives, and because somos del
Mhm.
sur, so like
yeah.
it's been part of our culture my entire life.
Yeah.
Like I and my brother and my sister and I can attest to like the way that like my mom at least edited the ofrenda part of it was like it was just
Mhm.
our dining table. So
Mhm.
like every year our dining table is full of food for three days. One day it's arroz con leche with pan. The other day it's the actual mole that she makes. She usually makes green mole. We're not a red mole like family. And then
Oh, interesting.
the third, because mole is Oaxaca, more Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
Guerrero doesn't do like mole like that. And then the third day is like something else sweet, chocolate, and
Mhm.
and each day has its own thing. Like one of those days is para los niños. The other day it's para like the general difuntos, and then there's the other, and then like to me, like when it hit like Coco Market, you know, I was like, I as much as I appreciate everyone getting to know about it and everyone getting to learn about it, I'm also not bothered by people wanting to participate. I actually think that is a beautiful thing, and
But do it
and
with
to me that's fine.
respect.
Yes,
Yeah.
as long as it's done respectfully, as long as it's done in. And it's fine if you change your rules for yourself, like because
Mhm.
even like locally, regionally, Dia de los Muertos looks different even
For
in the south.
everybody.
Yeah. But like for us, like my mom would leave an extra plato out, and I remember the first time I asked her, and she was like, "Oh, es porque a veces porque cuando los difuntos vienen, y regresan, todos regresan y se están contando que les dejaron, que la. Y si hay unos que vinieron y no les dejaron nada. And I
Oh.
was like, not me crying about
People
difuntos
you
that
don't even
didn't get
know. Yeah.
Ah.
because I've always been a sensitive
said
kid or a sensitive
yeah.
person. So I was like, no, not
No.
difuntos coming
No,
and nobody
no,
remembered
remembering
them.
them.
So then it's like, there's
Yeah.
the extra seat para los olvidados.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
and I was like, well, I'm going to cry about this for the next 2 days now.
I know, and that's something I was just like, como dices, like, nosotros no acostumbramos, and again, I'm not going to speak for everybody in Durango or the northern states, but that's just not something that nosotros acostumbramos. Like, I
Yeah.
knew of the holiday, and I knew of the importance of it, and I knew the significance of it, but we just never did like un altar, and I always thought that
Yeah.
was such a beautiful thing, but también it's also rooted deeply in indigenous culture,
Yeah,
which the North did not have compared to the South, you know?
correct. Yeah.
So, like truly learning what the 24-hour
I mean, different indigenous practices
different,
were
different,
practiced in the
yeah,
north.
exactly, like that different.
You did have
tribes.
indigenous
Absolutely,
identities.
all of Mexico was indigenous. That's exactly what I meant. All of Mexico was indigenous.
I just wanted to
clarify.
Yeah.
Yes. So like it was just the different indigenous like practices that we
Correct,
just
correct,
didn't, we just didn't get, and maybe it did at one point, but con el tiempo se fue o lo que sea.
And for whatever reason, we decided to commodify Dia de los Muertos, you know?
Exactly. So it was kind of one of those things. It's kind of like Cinco de Mayo. Everybody just kind of does it now, which is sad because we're losing what the true.
Cinco de Mayo, that's Mexican Independence Day, right?
No.
That was a joke.
And cut.
Whoa.
So the other day I was watching a movie with a friend, our fact checker for today. It was a zombie movie, which is
So
outside of
apocalyptic,
like end of the world. The world is ending.
I hate this.
And he asked me, he was like, he positioned us in the same position as like these people, these characters in the movie, and asked if you knew the world was ending like now and you could only save one person.
That's hard.
It is hard. It's I'm assuming
then
it's
you know what
everybody that's alive right now.
Correct. And you know what I did? I started crying. I started crying immediately because I just started running through all the like people, and I was just like, but I can't do that one because then if I do that, then that other one is also affected, and then just like, I went through a tailspin,
Yeah.
and then eventually I have to be like, okay, let's calm down, like let's this is all hypothetical, and I'm like, I know, but like, what if? Especially with your scenario where the world is fucking ending because we're like 2 weeks ago you were like freaking out.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like if you had to say
now,
one person,
now you're crying.
now
it's okay to cry.
I will say you did freak me the fuck out.
I
I told you I was like for like 10 seconds, your reaction to what was happening in the world actually made me go like, oh my god. Oh my god.
For the
and
record,
I was like, okay, let me calm down. Let me just let her freak out, and now I need to be okay.
For the record, like 2 weeks ago when we all thought we were gonna die, or I guess
No,
I thought we were gonna die.
Jenna didn't even know.
Jenna didn't even know it was
happening.
happening right now. Jenna was like, "Wait, what time? Let me start a countdown." I had a full-on freak out moment, and it's like in those moments where I realized, like, I do have anxiety. You know, like it's just it's been very well hidden with just doing things
very well,
very well hidden.
I think we're giving too much credit here, where credit is not due,
Absolutely.
but that's okay.
If I'm just like busy, I have no time to have anxiety. So I like people wanted to have meetings for a future date that might not have existed. So I just wanted to reel everybody into the reality of things and just have a real conversation about it. At that moment, it was funny. At that moment, Yvette was just crashing out. But I was like, fine, I'll have your stupid boy meeting. I'll have the meeting. And it was fine. It was good. It was fine. Guess what? We're all still alive, but still, we're all still here. But it's in those moments where you're like, what do I do? Like, I did hug my mom tighter before she left to church. I was like, you know what? Church is the place where you need to be right now. But you don't want to think about these things.
Absolutely not.
You know? And it's like, do you save your parents because they need your help?
Well, no, parent.
Oh, just the one person.
One person.
Okay, well, Bob, if you're not listening to the podcast, I would sure save Ma.
Oh, you're answering it.
I'm answering
Okay.
it. But
So
then,
that's the person you would save.
well, and then it's just like, but then if you want to get logical, it's just like future generations. Like, if we're going to be honest here, my mom no longer has a uterus, so she cannot repopulate the earth.
Yeah.
I mean, true. Okay.
Okay, if we're getting logical, I'm not putting emotions into it. I'm trying
Okay.
so hard to fight my tears right now.
You don't have to. We are allowed to cry in this pod. You know what? If we're gonna talk about death, we
We're
should be
talking
allowed to
about
cry
that
in
we're
this
being
pod
emotional
because
but, like,
this is a serious topic.
yeah, like my mom had a hysterectomy, so like if I save her, that'd be completely selfish for me, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, yeah. End of days, like why
end
not?
of days,
Be
why
selfish
not?
as fuck.
Like, absolutely. I think I owe her that, but then I mean, I think about, do I want her to see
Yeah,
the world
yeah.
crumbling like this?
Yeah.
Or should we all just like, we don't need to
That's fine. Mhm.
experience any of this, but that's so hard.
Yeah, I think my thing with end of the world type of scenarios or movies has always been like, why do you want to survive? Like when I
Yeah.
watch the characters
I'm not strong
fight for
enough.
their life,
I'm not strong enough.
I am
I'm
not
like, for
either.
what?
Yeah.
For at what end?
Right.
To what end?
No.
I'm sorry. To what end
Exactly.
are we doing
For
this
what?
for?
Yeah.
Like,
My
what's on
anxiety
the other
is too,
side? Like, what's
yeah.
on the other side
My
of surviving
anxiety
this?
is too high to do that. I don't have the will nor the power to want to repopulate this earth. But then I'm also a little bit afraid of like letting go
Well, yes,
of
we're all.
life,
Okay, yeah.
you know? So I don't know. You, Janet?
Who? What?
Who?
What was the what's the question?
1%. Who was the one person? The one person you would save, and then during
Honestly,
during the
discussing this entire time. What do you mean? What's the question?
during the zombie apocalypse
would I
or
be
the
let
end of the
go?
world.
Would I not let go? Who would I save?
Yeah,
all-
one person.
Honestly, it would be either my niece or my nephew.
So I
See,
had
you
the
guys
same
have
thought.
that.
I had the
Yeah.
same thought. I was like, it would either be my niece or my nephew. But then I was like, my sister would. Well, I don't know. She might be like, yes,
But
take.
see, it's because
Yeah.
it's your sister.
Yeah.
So my niece and my nephew are from my brother. It doesn't like. I don't know. I feel like my niece and my nephew are like my kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I think that makes sense.
That made it sound like yeah, and that made it sound so insensitive. I'm sorry, Giovanni.
Yeah, but that's your sister. I have a brother.
I don't know. It's just like I love them so much that.
But then you have to choose one.
I know,
and that
and-
would drive you into tears. In
Yeah.
Yeah. So those were my first choices too. My niece or my
Yeah.
nephew.
See, I don't have
From
those.
my youngest sister's side. But then I was like, well, one, how do I pick one or the other?
Mhm.
And then I was like, and would my sister be okay with that?
Right. And then also because if I pick one of my parents, we're like, why would you pick me instead of like
Instead of
the other
the
one.
younger generation,
Yeah.
like, let us go. We lived our lives.
yeah kind of thing. So I'm like,
I know I wouldn't pick my parents. I love them to death. They
do.
are the loves of my lives.
Yeah. But it's almost like you want to let them just dignity. Like, why do we have to? Because then it's just like we're in a zombie apocalypse, right? Like, so we still have to outrun the zombies.
right.
We're not making it.
No. And also, I will say though, if I did have to pick between them, it would be my dad. Because if anyone's going to help me survive the apocalypse,
Oh, if you're thinking that
my dad is
way.
a jack of all trades.
See,
Like he would.
I
help,
wouldn't have think
absolutely.
of me surviving. I think I would help whoever I would pick, either my niece or my nephew, survive. Like have the
Oh, you're the sacrifice for them to to keep
the resources
Oh.
resources to survive. So like if I die, like you will be able to like live on
Got
without me.
it.
Oh, so you're not selfish like Jose and I. We're like, if
We
you're
and we'll
lucky.
survive. Well, no, because
If you are the lucky chosen one.
well, no, that's
You know what?
it's funny that you say that because no, when it comes to a niece and nephew, you are the You have to
You
survive.
are the
Ooh,
provider.
You
yeah.
must survive in order for those children to survive, or that child.
So I
whichever
would
one it
feel
is,
like
to survive.
I need to survive like enough, I guess.
Yeah, to teach them or
teach
to keep 'em
them.
going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I don't have little children like that to keep the thing going.
Do you think this conversation took a complete left turn? But do
It
you
did.
think that in those moments, like, because I know for me, defense wise,
Mm.
I know how to I know how to change a tire.
Mhm.
I
But see, in the upper.
I know how to catch fish. I know how to scale them. I know how to
Okay.
gut them, and I
Okay.
know that I would
Mhm.
be able to cook a fish for survival. No, but what I'm
So
saying is,
as
like, do
long
you
as you're
think
near a marina, you're fine.
as long as I'm near water? Yeah. Hey, the Mississippi River is right around the corner, y'all. Like, it's not that far.
I would die.
Me too.
Just
But
my cardio alone.
I would learn enough.
I think in that moment, like just that survival of wanting to keep surviving will kind of kick in. But then also, I will say to
Would
a
it though?
fault.
I don't know. Like for me,
I
I
I
was
don't
don't
know.
gonna
I
know.
feel
For me,
say
I
like
don't know.
human nature will like automatically like
you would
will
think,
learn.
but then
Oh,
right. But then I
you would
also
hope.
feel to a
Yeah.
fault. Like our generation is always like, "Oh, I don't know how to do that. Let me Google it." But like we're off the grid now.
See, that's your generation. I grew
Okay,
up. I grew up reading maps to go fishing. My dad
No, we did
bought
too.
maps, and I was like, okay, I think this is the exit. I don't we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
But
no, like us too. Like I mean, I know how to read a map, but I think it's just like we're still in that mindset.
I love that you're
Like,
to quite.
like,
I know how to read a map.
Like yeah, you just tell whatever Google tells you to do. It's not that hard. But like I know so what the fuck? But but it's like in those moments where it's just like the automatic instinct is like, oh, let me just Google it.
Yeah. For
But
sure.
like obviously we don't know
Off
that.
the grid.
Off the grid, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean I can't know what Instagram's telling me what to do right now and what the biggest survival thing is? But I mean, I do think about it from time and the most with this administration, let's be honest.
I mean, yes, absolutely.
I was just I will shit you not. I will show you what I have in my wish list, and it's
Mhm.
radios and like how to live off the grid books.
You mean you don't have walkie-talkies already?
That's what I'm
I have.
right. Do
I
you
have a
have some
packet of
already?
walkie-talkies.
I
Here.
did buy some during COVID, but my mom made me throw them away.
What? Oh, because you kept walkie-talking
'Cause
them.
I have
You keep
20
walkie-talking them
walkie-talkies.
in the rooms, and you're like, charge your walkie-talkie.
Why are we taking this more seriously?
Also,
I
why didn't you
had-
just use your phones?
I was just
There's a walkie-talkie app you could have downloaded on your phone.
I know, but there was a moment in life where I'm like, they're gonna shut off the grid and we're not gonna be in contact, so I need to teach my parents how to use them.
And she made you throw these walkie-talkies away. Okay.
Will they still work with like the channels, the radio channels?
Oh.
and stuff?
Yes. So there are, yeah, because it's
That's
not. It's like a whole thing, but like yes,
Well-
the point of these radio signals is it's going through like the radio signals, not necessarily like.
And I don't know the difference of what you're talking about, but he did buy walkie-talkies.
Oh,
See,
that's so cool.
He bought them for the show, actually.
Should we show them for the?
that's what
Ooh.
I'm saying. There you go. You have to say over. Over.
Wait, I'll
10-4.
Hello,
10-4.
hello. 10-4,
Over.
10-4. Over.
Wait, how do you? Oh, copy.
Copy that, Roger.
10-4.
How
So who would you
did we start this?
Eagle is down.
No, Yanin! We want to stay up.
Not the eagle. We're being listened to. You can't say the eagle is down.
Code red.
Oh,
anyway,
well, I guess
The
I'll
FBI will be knocking on our door in a few seconds. But
I
no,
like how immediately that was her first phrase.
the eagle is down. I think I've only known that because of
Yes.
Scandal. Scandal's the only thing that I've ever
I
watched.
don't know where
That's
I
hilarious.
heard that from, but it was like eagle down.
But he bought them for the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
For the podcast.
for the volunteers. No,
Oh.
for that show.
Oh. Okay.
We were sitting
Yeah.
right next to each other. Why would we need radios? But I love the enthusiasm.
For the cabaret show, he bought them for the
Okay,
cabaret show.
okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
To like help manage the volunteers and everything.
Oh,
And then,
did you use them?
yes, he
That's
used them.
so cool.
Fact checker is saying yes, he used them. Yeah.
Jenna's more amazed about the radio checking than the
I did
radio
have one.
usage than your show.
I had one in the
altogether.
back to be like, where are we? Like, is everyone seated? Like, do we start
See,
soon?
because that's similar to the earpiece that we would.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we should just get walkie-talkies for the entire group
Mm-hmm.
and then just to communicate that way. And
Yeah, have like a singular microphone versus like just some
yeah.
instructions.
Oh, you just gave us an idea. So let's bring
I
it
don't-
back.
I don't know what happened, but okay.
We
All right,
immediately went back into we immediately went back to business, and now this
Okay.
is a tax write-off.
I need us.
Yeah,
Us too.
exactly. So let's bring this back.
Let's go back to the topic.
Yeah. So along with all of this, and I know Jose and I we talked about this like just like a little dash, but like the fear of like dying or being forgotten. Like, what is the difference between leaving like a legacy, or is it your ego? Right? Like, what?
We've talked about this?
Like briefly, like
Okay.
talking about like a celebration of life, or if you want like to be everyone in grief. Like, what does living on mean to you guys? Or like, do you want your life to be celebrated while you're still alive and then just like be cremated in a very private manner? Or do you want like the grief of
We
it
have
all?
talked about this. You're right.
Yeah, or you want the grief of it all where people are like in black and it's dramatic and oh my God, I cannot live without them.
Does that depend on religion then?
No, it's like your personal belief on it all.
Because I feel before I would. That's also like mentally myself, like probably needing therapy.
Yeah, as we all do. Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Before I would like.
Do you not have a therapist?
No, I do not.
Okay.
So this is me talking about
Therapizing. Got it.
Therapizing,
Mhm.
yeah.
Out loud.
before right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I would feel so upset and mad that no one would like kind of like grief or kind of like
Mhm.
for me. But now I feel it's just like it's kind of like a quote unquote waste of time because I live my life in a way.
Okay.
Mm.
And it's just like I live my life right now to the fullest in the best way I could live my life. And just like, just remember me as the best I was, and whatever the afterlife is in our Catholic, whatever, it's just like going to heaven or hell, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you consider yourself Catholic? Just for my own understanding.
So I was raised Catholic, but we don't know what death is.
Well,
No, no, no.
We
Well,
don't know what.
I guess that's
But I
the
think
question.
that's-
Like, if you consider yourself Catholic,
You do know. You do
Yeah.
know.
know.
I'm supposed to either go to heaven or go to hell.
Right.
But
Like how she whispers hell.
I mean,
Because if they don't hear it,
It's
you won't go
not
there.
right. But I'm like, we don't know what happens after death. You
No,
know?
yeah. No,
No, but
absolutely.
as a
I-
Catholic, you do though. That's
We're supposed to. We're supposed to like know.
But you're not supposed to doubt. I mean, and that's fine. Whatever you
Yeah,
are, I
right,
don't
right,
give a.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm
It's
like,
not
I
about
was
us.
born Catholic. I was raised Catholic.
yeah.
But like living life is just like, is it just like,
Yeah, yeah.
So I
yeah.
guess that's the question, because I think for you and me, it's happening the opposite.
Yeah.
We're like, yes, we were both raised in this world, like in this like religious world, and like for me, I think the older I'm getting, the closer I'm getting closer to the church.
Oh,
and
interesting.
see,
Yeah.
I'm getting
You're
further,
getting further from the church.
Goodness, I'm gonna lose her at some point.
Yeah.
It's gonna end up being just left,
Just left with Jose.
no right,
Because-
or actually all right.
Stage right. What is it? Left vibes?
Left vibes.
Oh, left, right. Yeah, stage right.
left
left
vibes. So that's interesting. And like, I don't know what it is or where it happened, but like I find myself going to misa more religiously, for lack of a better word, like on Sundays
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like, don't get like, and I'm like, oh, don't get me wrong, like I'm still quote unquote whatever, but it's just like I I'm I'm actively like searching for that like relationship with God.
Yeah. I mean, because I do believe in God. I
Right.
believe God created the world, created
Right.
us, but I also believe God gave us free will.
Mm-hmm. With the Catholicism is very strict on rules and like,
Correct.
yeah.
And I feel like from what I've been also because maybe it's the generational thing that we've been growing up. It's
Mm-hmm.
just like the Bible has been translated and rewritten so many
Yes. Yes.
times
Yes. Yes. Yes.
by so many people
Yes.
that how do we
By
know
human hands.
By human hands.
correct
Yes.
that how do we know that it's actually translated correctly
In God's way of
in
thinking.
God's
Yeah.
way or interpreted,
Yeah. Yeah.
because we don't know how much it has been.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. And then I guess it goes back to like again, like dealing with the sudden death that like our family has. Like we were all praying with the rosary and like the way I have the rosary recited and I have it
Yeah.
memorized based
Oh,
off
Do
this.
you?
I do not.
I do not either.
I do. Like and that's from my mom. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just like I will never lead it. I will never be confident enough to lead a rosario,
Yeah.
but I can follow it and I know what comes next and what is this and what is that.
Right.
Pero and I don't know if it's that sense of like comfort
Mm-hmm.
of like this is what religion is because like kind of what we were saying during La Virgen, it's just like no todos los mexicanos somos católicos, pero todos somos guadalupanos. And I think
Yeah.
that is part of the religion aspect that I don't know if I could ever let go.
Oh, yeah.
Being a Guadalupana. Like, you know what I mean?
I
And
mean, even me as a non-religious person, I still
yeah.
get moved by that day. I still get
Yeah.
moved by like oops, sorry.
Yeah.
I've gone to see I think 2
2 or
now
3,
of your
yeah, performances
presentations during
for La Virgen de
2 or
Guadalupe.
3 at this point
Yeah.
of your Guadalupana presentations. And it's because like
The nace.
regardless of the fact that I don't identify as Catholic,
Yeah.
I still identify as like culturally
Guadalupano.
Catholic at
Yeah.
some point to a
And
certain degree.
the older I get, the more moved I am
Yeah.
by doing like Guadalupe stuff. And like there was some gigs, like it could be because of lack of sleep or because of whatever, but like I get moved and I get choked up where I cannot sing
Yeah.
because I like it there's just so much emotion in me. And I think it's in those moments where I was just like, I think I need to get closer to something.
Yeah.
But like I understand that I won't find that connection with La Virgen de Guadalupe in any other religion but the Catholic religion.
Yeah.
You
See,
Oh my
know?
god, fact checker, you were right. It's gonna end up being stage left, right
Right
vibes.
vibes.
I like how you said it was culturally
Culturally Catholic.
Catholic, yes, because I do like play and celebrate La Dia de la Virgen because she's a mother.
Yeah.
And
Kind
that's
of,
how what
Yes.
it's the reverence of that.
yes,
It is
Yes,
that.
it
Yeah.
is the
yes,
reverence of that.
to Jesus, right?
Yeah.
But it's just like after that, it's just like,
No, you do. And then, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, and the church that I do go to, I think I've become closer to that is because the priest is very, it feel like how he speaks to the congregation is like real.
mm-hmm.
Where growing up in like the Catholic Church is very like felt very recited, very like not like human to human, and it's just like
Sure.
you know what I mean. So it's kind of like in those things,
They've
and
gotten better.
I
For
hope
sure.
it's gotten better
I
because
mean
you're
the
trying to get people to get closer to this entity, and that's kind of like going back to like Nuestro Tío. Like he wasn't religious to my understanding, but here we are praying the rosary.
okay, so that's
Yes, yeah.
I won't
Yeah.
say
No, go ahead. Yeah.
who, but like I've definitely had like I've had friends who've parents have passed and who I know their parents weren't necessarily like religious,
Mm-hmm.
but like the entire religious thing was done for
Was
them.
done for them.
And then the father talks about how like devout they were, and I'm like, they
Weren't.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see, that's the
They
difference, right?
weren't.
Because if you're putting words into like, oh, they were devout, they were whatever.
Yeah, that's not
That's
what it
different
was. Yeah.
because we did have conversations with like our uncle did go over our house and just
Mhm.
like I question
Yeah.
not God but just like
The church.
the church. And it's different, right? But like I did pray the
For
el
the rosary.
rosario,
Yeah.
not because I believe in it, but it's just like, you know what, if it helps you go to heaven, then I'll do it for you.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
it's
yes.
as a
I
service.
agree.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
absolutely agree with that too, though. Like, if
Mhm.
it's even if it's not my thing,
Yeah.
if it was your thing, I
Then
am
I will
here for
support
that.
it. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, well, we were there praying rosary after rosary. I'm just like, absolutely. Like, I know it, like, but I'm just like, I don't think he really was that religious. But también it's just like, whatever helps you find the gates of God
Mhm.
and to just be in peace,
Mhm.
absolutely will do it, So,
It's interesting to me talking to both of you because I don't know that I believe in like what is prescribed as like God to me,
Mm.
like through the Catholic Church. Because I do think about my own death, obviously,
Mhm.
as we're talking about death.
yeah.
Um, I do believe in like a greater of some sorts
Mm-hmm.
being entity because
Yeah.
the universe is so vast
Yeah.
Yeah.
and because the wonders of the world are so intricate and I really it's so funny to me because I think about specifically through music.
Mm.
There is nothing that can explain hearing the harmony between a violin and a cello at a certain point in a certain song that gives you this feeling of like I've seen the like I can see the world.
Yeah.
I see.
And to me, that meeting of those all those things is like that's the universe to me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And, it's funny that you mentioned that because there was the moment at El Velorio where, and I will just speak for our moms, I'm not going to speak for anybody else because that's what we were living in that moment.
Mhm.
Like you were there to take care of your mom and I was there to take care of my mom.
Oh,
Mhm.
both. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
and they were sitting down and they were okay, and it was because then they hired it was a tamborazo, no?
Yeah.
Or yeah, it was a tamborazo. And
Oh, de viento.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So then it like and like they didn't see anything like nuestras mamás because los músicos estaban atrás. And then once the saxophone played its first note,
Oh, so de viento. Yeah.
my mom lost it.
Is this are we
It's a
to the
vibe.
camino to the
No, this was in el velorio right
Oh,
before
sí, sí, sí,
misa.
sí, sí, sí.
It was en la mañana del lunes. So at this point, like our moms had not slept, they had not done any
But
like
can
they
I say
yeah.
because I do think it's a vibrational
Yes.
um and I do think there's some
There
science
is
to it.
something
There's
to it.
it's a vibrational feeling that you receive in the moment when the instrument is played,
Eh,
whether it's a violin, whether it's a cello, whether it's a saxophone.
Whatever it is,
There is a
it's
vibration.
something because my mom had no idea because I was sitting right next to her. And then like I saw Los Músicos setting up, right? But she was like focused on just paying forward. So I was standing next to her. And as soon as the saxophone hit its first note, I saw her face change and immediately it was just like
Tears.
in tears. And I was just like, and selfishly, you're like, as a musician, you're like, this is what we
Do.
do what we
Yeah.
do, not to make people cry, but it's just like
But we
music
try
is
to
powerful. Music
Yeah.
is so powerful.
Sound is powerful.
Sound is
Yeah.
powerful. So then it's just like, and both of our moms like
Yeah.
lost it,
Mhm.
and like I think they were doing Te vas Ángel mío, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So, but to
Ooh,
be fair,
that
I
brings
don't know if anybody really knew what song that was,
okay, yeah,
especially
yeah.
like my mom.
No, but like there's
Mhm.
that song has a very specific tension to it.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Exactly. But again, like if I were to ask my mom, did you know what song was playing? I guarantee
She
you
probably
she'll be
didn't. No.
no idea what song it is. But like as a mariachi, as a musician, like we play countless, like for funerals
We've
and stuff,
played
like
it
we've
several times.
played it,
Yeah.
so I know these songs. So for her, it wasn't necessarily like, oh my gosh, it's Te vas ángel mío, I lost it.
Well,
It's
quién sabe,
just
maybe it was that
no,
she recognized
dude, it was
but
literally just as bah, and she lost it. I saw it in her face, like the moment when she realized that there was
Who
live
is Te vas
music.
ángel mío by?
The moment that she realized that, like, she heard that there was like a live music happening, she lost it. She didn't even know what song was playing at one point. And because our Theo was, he loved music. Because our
Yes.
Theo was so
Yes, you're
into,
right.
yeah, right?
Cornelio
Cornelio?
Reina.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh, he writes nice songs.
Yeah. So, and then it's because that we knew like our Theo loved like music like that and stuff like. So I think for them it was like that sense of like, oh no, but music does bring that out, right? But and we even saw it at the cemetery, like when we were in a cementerio where Itzel lost it. Like,
Was
and
she close to your uncle?
she was like, we
Yeah,
were all
but-
kind of close. She's the youngest one of like the cousins, but so she obviously didn't have like
The years
of
yeah.
like but the almost the years that they were together, like she would always talk to him and like
Yeah.
she out of the sense, but she was fine, everything was good until they played Te vas ángel mío while they were putting him into the hole where she just lost it. And like her, she knows the song. So it was in that moment where, you know, you can't help it. Or at least me, I'm just like thinking of several things. I'm like, this is so sad. Everything is processing. But then I'm like, her knowing what that song is and playing it for different families and stuff like that. Now knowing that it's being played for your family.
Right.
Oof.
What a terrible full circle moment. Like,
yes.
Yes.
And
I
that's when
understand that. I understand that.
and that's when I was
Absolutely.
like, after we all come down, and of course, like as a joke, as a dark humor joke, I was just like, it sucks knowing what the song's being now, right? And she's like, oh, sister, stop. Yes.
On that note,
yeah.
do you think you know what song you would want?
No. Not at all.
You don't think you know what song
I
you would
don't
want?
know what I would want because I don't know if I want a celebration of life or I want everyone to just like have a full day of just grief.
So I've talked about this with you before
Yeah.
on this pod. Like, if I get a runway of knowing like this is how much time you have, because you know we're at this place in time.
Yeah.
Then I would obviously celebrate. I would have a celebration of life before the end of
The
date.
moment.
Yeah.
And you want to be present for it. Like you want
Yes.
yeah.
I want to hear all the speeches. I want to hear everyone talk
This
beautiful
was in the
about
last
me.
podcast, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Coincidentally,
I want to hear. I want everyone. I want performances. I want musical theater songs. I want mariachi songs. I want
Classic,
opera.
yeah, all of it.
I want all of it. And I've said this before. If I get the opportunity to choose,
And
because
be there for it.
right.
Yeah. And
All of that.
todavía disfrutarlo en lo
Correct,
que se
correct.
dice. Right.
If I don't, obviously, then that's a whole completely different thing. But when it comes to like the music that gets played, whether at the burial, because I've participated. I've participated in burial music. I've participated in wake music, and I don't like. Do you know which one you would prefer / which one you would like want to be there or not? I guess.
I do not. I just want like because I don't expect to know when I'm gonna die.
Okay. Yeah.
In my mind, I was like, I'm gonna die. Like, I mean, if I'm sick, and I'm sick, right? But like, I feel.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but then I would feel like whatever you think the song
Would
represents.
fit you. But would you like,
I
and I
don't
guess
like
that's the
that.
question, like
No.
'cause what
If you think
'cause if
this song
people get-
represents me,
Because if people
then
get to
play it.
but then
I
it's a
don't-
perspective thing.
Correct. Then I want to see
Oh,
if
you want to
like
see from
Huh?
the afterlife.
yeah, I want to see like before I go to heaven or hell or I don't know where I'm gonna go, right?
Yeah.
But like I want to see
I-
how you perceive me through my life, and like okay, you know what, like
That's scary.
if this the song you dedicate to me, like during my funeral, my burial, or whatever.
I feel like people would pick, "Hey, bitch."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
For
that's
me,
fine. You know what? I'll
Not
be
for you,
dancing.
not for you. For me, for
Either,
me.
Fine.
I'll dance either way to heaven
me,
or
for
to
me,
hell.
for
I
me.
don't care.
Not for you, for me, for me.
No,
for me.
that doesn't matter.
And
I
I'm
just
like,
wanna. I would.
That's
wanna
why I don't want to
see-
leave it up to anyone. I want to
No,
make sure
and
that
I
they
would.
know.
I want to see what you thought of my life, or what you thought of me
Or
as
they
a
would-
person to your life.
Not yet saying I'm gonna haunt you afterwards so we can discuss
Or-
fully the song
I
that you
can't.
chose.
I can't haunt. I
Or-
hate paranormal stuff. So
That's it.
either I
Even
get
as a girl, she was like, "No, I'm just scared."
Or I don't know. I'm gonna be reborn into something like I don't know what.
Oh, reincarnation. Now we're bringing a different religion.
I don't care. I don't care. It's just like I would want to see like from my moment of death to like where
Reincarnation is what? Religious?
Isn't it Hinduism? Or no,
I
Buddhism.
guess it depends.
Yeah,
because there's
correct me on that, please.
Yeah, there's different
Okay.
kinds. It doesn't matter. I just want to, from my point of death, like when I actually like die, like my soul leaves my body,
Uh-huh.
to that point of, because it depends, right? So like,
If you believe in the soul, but yeah.
right, correct. So like, if I go to heaven, hell, or
That's
I
true.
reincarnate or whatever, it's just like I want to see how you looked.
Well, that's okay. What I need, because I know you, Yanin, the fact that she's going to say judging even through the afterlife is
That's
so
hilarious.
on brand.
She was like, "Let's see what you motherfuckers
Let's
do.
see.
Let's go."
The fact that she's going to carry her pettiness even through afterlife is crazy.
What I would not do is become a ghost or a spirit haunting.
That's
whatever.
the line.
She's like,
I would not
"That's too much work. That's too
No,
much work. That's
I
too
am
much work."
so scared of that.
Wait,
So,
wait,
like,
you would?
You would be a ghost? I would
No.
too, I think.
Wait, do you
Yeah.
have a song? Do you have a song that you would like played at yours?
Not
This
a
is our fact
specific
checker, by the
song,
way.
But
Mhm.
I just want party people to have fun, remember my craziness, and just
Act
enjoy.
as crazy?
Act as crazy, you'd be fine.
It's a celebration of life, and I don't want to be there.
So you
Because
wouldn't.
this is
Well, you're not.
people's
You're dead.
celebration
Yeah.
of me. just
Yeah.
Finally returning.
So you
my
wouldn't be
energy.
offended like people are having a good
No,
time.
no, no. I
'cause
want
I'm
people to
dead.
have a good time. I don't
Yeah.
want a funeral. I don't want sadness. Nothing religious. I'm not. I'm more like a agnostic theist.
Okay.
Agnostic theism. I think that's what it is. So you believe in God, but not any kind of
Organization of it. Yeah.
religion. Yeah.
I think that's what you are. Yeah. And it's funny because my mom claims to be like, oh, I don't want, yo quiero que estén bien. But yet she has this whole like, quiero rosas, quiero flores blancas,
Yeah.
quiero que estén todos vestidos en blanco, quiero que se visten
Oh, in
así.
blanco?
Oh,
wait,
yeah. My mom
interesting.
wants
If I
us
do
to
have a
like-
That's the
funeral?
complete opposite of a funeral.
Yeah, no.
I want
she-
everyone in green. But I do want. I think
I would do
I
that.
love that
as
because
of
it's your
right now-
favorite color.
I would do that
That
for
is my
you.
favorite color.
I would do that for you. Yeah.
So like, if
Not
you
our favorite color.
Yeah, because we've talked about this.
Yeah.
not to be as but if you loved me as I am, you were just in green.
And that's the thing, without a doubt.
If
Without a
you didn't
doubt.
know
Any
me
shade of green?
enough, any shade, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. If you didn't know me,
enough, or just like the
you'd-
pasada,
you'd be in black.
just black, white. Well, I don't care.
And you would judge them. You're like, I didn't know you
no,
like
I
that.
wouldn't even look at them. It's just like, you know what, Yvette, you were
She's-
not wearing green.
She's up here. She's like, "Of course you did."
Yeah, it's like it's fine. But Yvette, if you were not wearing green, it's just like, oh, I see how it was.
You obviously did not.
Bitch, you better wear green.
But
if
you know
want to
what?
live this bitch.
I think I want to be cremated, so it wouldn't really matter.
What do you mean
No,
it doesn't matter? Your soul doesn't
Because you still get a
matter.
ceremony.
You still get
even
a
if you
Okay,
get,
well then,
even if you get
I
cremated,
would
you still
want
get a
to
ceremony.
like people wear
Or if you,
yeah.
if that's what you dictate that you want, then it's
And then
wear green.
I'll
because I
turn
was
you
like-
into an emerald.
No, I don't want to be.
Oh, you want to be a tree, which is green.
okay,
or
okay.
something.
Can I
like,
keep
That's
half
true.
of it for
Yes,
an
to
emerald?
keep it as an
as
emerald.
long as my
An
parents
emerald
approve.
is green. What did she say?
Why am I typing for
Oh no! Oh wow!
I caught myself.
She said, as long as my
I think-
parents approve.
I think we need to turn left again.
Okay, let's turn left.
Let's do a final.
Okay,
a final turn left.
Let's exit left. Let's exit stage left. I love where this is going, which is also let me just say that this is part of how Like grief is like you have to get through it with humor. At least that's how I am, and I think that's how
To a certain degree.
to a
Yeah, for
certain
sure.
degree, of course,
Absolutely. Life is gonna life.
life is gonna life like
and life
crazy.
is awful and
L-
life is
Let me tell you,
joyous and
when
life
my
is all
mom
over the
had
place.
her full like mental breakdown and like anxiety, and she was on the ground, and we couldn't get her up, there was this viejita that was like 80 years old at least, like because I was trying to console her. Me levantó, y she moved me out of the way. She was on alcohol duty. She's like rubbing alcohol duty.
That's
Mhm.
this past week.
And yeah, antes
Yeah.
antes del velo,
Okay, okay,
antes
okay,
del
okay.
de la misa.
Mhm.
So Itzel was on like rubbing alcohol duty because in Mexico we think that you can solve all anxiety with rubbing alcohol. At
Thank
least the
you,
part.
Itzel,
Thank you, Itzel,
because she
for
helped
that.
my mom too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Itzel.
exactly. So
Mhm.
La señora was like pointing at her hand, and she's like, so Itzel like filled it with con alcohol, and then las cachetadas que le dio a mi mamá. She's like, get it together.
You know, because they offered me
Yeah, yeah.
alcohol as well, like
Yeah.
to put in my hand.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I supposed to do
You're
with
supposed to slap your mom, is what you're
No,
supposed
I
to
didn't
do.
know. So I was like,
You're
is my-
supposed to slap your
I'm
mom.
like, is she supposed to breathe this
No,
in?
you were supposed
Or-
to slap her because the way I stood back and then in my dark humor,
I
I'm
don't
like,
this. I'm sorry.
because it's everything that
Not to
we were.
disrespect your culture.
No, it's
your
not.
culture.
It's not
I
even
don't
the
think
culture.
it's culture. No,
It's just the idea of like not
This is
feeling.
your culture.
It's not feeling your feelings.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
it's
what
like,
it is.
stop.
That yeah, stop feeling things. So it's just like, oh my god, this is everything my therapist has worked so hard for me to like work on. So like, she's like,
It is a get it together.
Por favor, no se ponga así. And like, I'm like, I can't look up or down because I'm going to start laughing because that's just my automatic like instinct. And then she's like, si no se comporta, no va a ir al cementerio.
Oh my gosh. Is that what your sister said, or is that the lady?
No,
the lady?
this is the lady.
Then she didn't get to my mom.
She didn't get to your mom.
She did not get to my
She
mom.
did not get to your mom. Yeah, and yeah. It's just immediately. So, and it's like also like kind of what I'm going with. I'm like that idea of like todavía en nuestra cultura, especialmente por ejemplo los ranchos, of like not necessarily don't feel your feelings, but like it's just like keep it together. Because even también like our uncle Ruben was like I remember when I was trying to grab my mom, she's like Leti por favor, like to calm down, which it's just like like we're all feeling our feelings and like and stuff like that. So it's just like that idea of like how hard it was to like break that barrier of like I'm finally expressing my emotions, and then it's just like to immediately be like, stop it, this is too much.
Yeah,
You're making a fool of yourself. And I'm not saying that like verbatim, but it's just like a matter of like, if you're not gonna keep your composure right here, like the fact to me, like now I told my mom, like I joked about it the other day with her. I was just like, that lady basically said if you didn't keep your shit together, you weren't gonna go see your brother
Oh wow.
at the cemetery. So I'm like, I'm glad you kept your shit together because like you were gonna, because like it was like my mom is, how old is she? Like 50?
She's from 70, right?
Yeah. So she's 56.
Wow, she's young.
Yeah, she's young. But
Oh,
like
you're
in
young
that
too.
moment, like she was brought back to being like 5 years old.
Because she was the youngest girl.
She's the baby of the family.
She's a baby.
So how quickly it was just like esa cultura de que no, pues, okay, no me tengo que comportar, no puedo llorar, no puedo nada, no puedo sentir, porque si no, no puedo ir a misa y no puedo ir a ver a mi hermano en sus últimos momentos. And like the way she composed
This is
herself
awful.
like that.
I
I
don't
know.
like this. I don't like this at all.
And that's kind of
And I'm
where,
not judging.
no, I know,
Like,
and like to me, I was just like, this is everything therapists like it's for me have like worked so hard to be like, you have to feel these things.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And how quickly por cosas de rancho, or because it's just what it is, or la cultura, lo que sea, en la parte donde somos, like, stop it. Like, you're making a fool out of yourself.
Yeah.
Like, stop feeling your feelings so big.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, that like, and it's crazy because it's like that culture shock in the opposite way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So then, like, after my mom got her slapping, I was like, oh, I wonder if Nasha's next. which is your mom, but she
Mhm.
was not next.
No, she was not. I was because I guess because your mom
Yeah.
was like really, really
Moved.
moved. Yeah. Well,
No,
not
they were
even
the
that
same.
because they were both.
They were both the same. Your mom was actually worse than mine.
Yeah.
But I think because my mom is the youngest,
Yeah.
immediately it becomes like, well, we need to get the little one in check. Because same, like I would treat my little sister like the same
Yeah.
way.
Oh,
Because
Yeah.
I was also like at that moment I was also
I
like
don't like any of this.
Yeah. But
I
this
was
is like
crying,
the
I
real
was feeling,
stuff.
but like
Yeah.
once I saw my mom like break down, like
You had to
down,
stop.
I had not
Yeah.
even to stop. Is
No,
like
but I get what
okay,
you're saying.
hold on to my own, but just like that was her brother,
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
For
so
sure.
just like let me take care of her first,
Mm-hmm.
and then.
Yeah. No, it was
But also, my mom was kind of like in somewhat like the middle
Yeah.
middle
middle
child.
child. But she was
So
closer to the three that
yeah,
passed. And I think it's in that moment too where I'm just like, especially when for their past sibling that passed, they had a little bit more time to process because of the illness.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And for the record, fuck cancer. Um,
Yeah.
but like in this case, it's like it was
Yeah.
de repente, and it's in those moments where it's like my mom, I know she had like last moments, just like, oh, I wish I would have said this. I wish I would have said that. So it's like it really
It's the
does make you,
regret.
yeah. It's like it makes you really think of like, oh, you really never know when you're gonna get those last moments with someone, and as cliche as it is to say, like you really have to take advantage of telling people like, hey, I love you or I appreciate you and whatever, you know, indiferencia que tuvimos. Oh.
You're a good friend.
Oh, thanks. That felt ominous, but that's okay.
Ahorita que dijo like
Yeah,
take
yeah.
advantage. Thank you. You're my
Thank-
best sister.
Yeah, I know. Like, thank you.
You're awesome.
But it's
She's like, you're a great fact
You're
checker.
But it's true.
Wait,
But it's true.
before we move into this one,
Yeah.
can I ask, fact checker, is there any difference in Sinaloense burial rituals that you have noticed or that like you could point out in any kind of a way?
um, no, honestly. Only person we've had to bury is my grandma that had been there.
Oh, wow.
And that was during COVID.
So that situation even was
Yeah.
different.
I mean, I was flying there because my mom was there and she passed. So I flew out there for my mom because I wanted to be there for her because that's her mom, right? And they were waiting for me. They were to take her to the burial. They used to have
Oh, wow.
velorio, and they were just waiting for me to get there.
Oh, wow.
And everyone's like, we have to go, we have to go. And I literally was I flew from Chicago to Sinaloa and then drove from Culiacan to Los Mochis, like by myself.
Damn.
And then so as soon as we got there, people piled up in my car, and then we headed to the.
Oh, there was no rest.
Yeah,
There was
no,
no
because
No,
they had been there
yeah.
for a day and a
Yeah,
half already,
exactly.
so they had to.
Luego,
They
luego
kept
te
wanting
estaban
to go
esperando.
to the cemetery, but my aunt kept saying like, "No, we're gonna wait for Amado. Like he's flying out over here. Like we're just gonna wait for him." So yeah, once we got there, we took them, and then people said their goodbyes, and then we just headed back to. Um, yeah, and that's the only person in my nuclear family that I would say like I was part of like
Yeah.
their funeral and burial. Other than that, like
But it happened so sudden,
Yeah.
right? Like es de un día para otro.
yeah, I mean, yeah, when she died, like they
That was it.
did the whole velorio, and my aunt there is religious, so they did like their whole Christian services that they did, and then because she was living with them at the time, but
Yeah.
we didn't really have much say on what was transpiring because
Mhm.
my aunt were heading there. They actually, my grandma passed away while mid-flight, so when they landed at their layover, they called my mom. They told her like, "Your mom passed."
I remember this now.
But
Yes.
my mom didn't tell my aunt, her sister that she was with, because she's older and she didn't want her to like freak out. So they arrived and they're like, my grandma was dead. Like they were going just Agua Grave, my grandma. So my aunt was like, WTF? Why wasn't I told my mom died?
Oh, shit.
I'm coming here thinking she's still alive. So my mom knew, and she's like, I didn't know. I was in shock. I just didn't want to put my sister through that. Like in the middle of the airport. it's two like older ladies in the middle of an airport alone. So like I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do, and I couldn't put it through that. So
This is too
she,
much for my
yeah.
heart.
It's terrible. And then like as like siblings to have to like feel like yeah, no, right? But like it's to like siblings to have to be like, okay, what sibling can handle this information at the moment? Like
I mean, that is a weird thing. Like,
yeah.
I have a brother and two sisters. I feel like the most protected person that we would have to protect if my parents passed. I mean, he would know because he
Your
lives
brother.
with them, but it would have to be
But
my
just in
brother.
case, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing. For us it would be the brother after me. That's who we would have to protect more emotionally on how to handle things. And it's different for you because it's just you two.
Mm-hmm. I think they would.
It would be you.
It would be me,
You would have
honestly.
to be the most protected.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. That's
Because
okay.
It's okay.
Oh, that's totally okay.
like with like these so many like not even like close dads, I guess, because like our aunt, our grandpa, our aunt, and then our uncle. It's just like I'm learning how to handle it, kind of thing. But it's just, I just feel so overwhelmed
Mhm.
that I don't even like people touching me
Oh,
while
yeah.
I'm like grieving. It's just like I feel like it's too much going
Yeah,
on
for
already.
sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm feeling already like all this for the loss of that person. And well, you're touching me. It's just like
Doesn't help. Yeah.
Yeah,
That I don't need
No,
that.
I understand that. I
And that's
understand.
the thing,
understand.
I know you so well where it's just like especially in those moments when we were together experiencing that where like I am like, yes, hug me. But like if
mhm,
you tell me like don't touch me, like I don't take offense to that at all because I know exactly that that's the last thing you need right now. And
Right,
just to
right,
leave,
right.
I'm like, I'm gonna be around you and then that's fine. And if you need me, you'll let me know. Um but and it's unfortunate because it's también like in these moments where we see a lot of family that we haven't seen in years
Yeah.
or like simplemente like primos we haven't been together in
yeah.
that type of like closeness in such a long time. And like we even made a joke like when estamos in Mexico and especially for this moment where it's like we don't even have a name. Like my name is not Ibed, your name is not Yamid. It's just like de quién eres.
Yeah.
Right, 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 right,
And it's
right,
just like and everybody needs to know, oh, yo soy de blah blah blah. And that's just kind of what becomes our identity and but it also gives us like a sense of closeness. Um but yeah, so I mean, thank you for letting us have this like kind of therapy session
I
because I'm
mean,
just like I
no, this is
couldn't just
beautiful. I love
not
that.
acknowledge it. Like we didn't have an episode last week
No,
because I was
yeah.
in Mexico
Yeah.
doing this, and I'm just like that's why I was just like, well, I can't ignore that
Mhm.
that's not why we weren't here or why we weren't. I'm like we have to kind of break that. I'm like it was like I said, like it's either we romanticize it or it's a taboo and I'm just like I think we need to talk about these things and it's part of like a culture thing.
At this point, but we're introducing our new segment of the podcast, which
Okay.
is Exit Stage Left.
And you may now exit stage left.
And this is the part of the show where you pick a topic where you feel like people should exit
Stage left. Like what do we need to get rid of?
Get
Like
the fuck
get
out
the
of
fuck
here.
out. So if it's people not wearing green, get the fuck off
Yes, literally.
stage.
If that's your thing, then that's it.
If that's your
We'll
opinion,
give you time
we'll
for
give you
that.
time to think.
Do you have an exit stage left?
Whew, let me think. Okay, so there's two things, and I'm just gonna say them quick and punchy.
Two
right?
of them.
Two things.
Oh,
Two
okay,
things.
cool.
I feel like people really need to get over the conversation of like talking about dying because it's all going to happen, and we need to
Exit
have
stage
that
left to that.
conversation stage left on like, oh, it's like the vulnerability of it. Like, let's move on. We need to talk about that. And then about the whole like just kind of political climate around mariachi. We need to. That's been a big viral moment. And I mean, how could I not talk about it?
Yeah.
You know, like that's like how are you
So
going
exit stage left, Reina Maria, Mariachi Reinas.
Mariachi Reinas like and it's just that it's Mexican culture.
Devil's advocate.
Don't.
Can I?
I mean,
Can I?
this puts you in danger, but that's. I'm not gonna.
Can
Actually,
I?
let me. Wait, give me a second.
Can I?
Give me a second.
Hold on.
Yeah, do you?
So because Marichirenas was founded and initiated before Trump,
Mm, okay.
there
Okay.
are still members that are still participating and trying to, I guess, reach out to the Latin community to like what music is, right? Because Marichirenas is music.
Mhm.
I know it is founded and created and directed by mostly Jose Hernandez, as well as Sol de Mexico. But it's just like there are members there that have been there since the initiation, where they didn't think ahead of like
The Trump administration is
the
what you're
Trump
saying.
administration, because Trump basically came like what
So what you're
16.
yeah. So
2016.
2016. So it's
It
just
was when
like,
he was
how do
his
you
first
let
election was
go
2016.
so what you're
of?
saying is like just because you were a Republican before.
No,
No, no, no, no.
what you're saying is like there were musicians that didn't foresee
Yeah,
Well,
of
like
the
how.
we knew that I get what you're saying. Like we knew that the family was always Republican
No, no, no.
base.
You
Oh,
didn't know the family was Republican because
did
Reinas was like in 1990.
7. It was in the 70s.
97. So you didn't know, like, because right now it's more like Trump administration kind of thing.
and here's what I will give you. Being a Republican then is not what
Is now
it's
being
not what being a
Republican
Republican is now.
Correct.
I do
Like
have
And
to
there
use the
are
bathroom at this
original
point.
members from Reinas that are still there trying to kind of like spread that culture, that just like, oh, you know what? Like this direction it's not the direction I wanted it to be, but I am one of the first members in the Reinas that kind of wanted it to go somewhere else, kind of thing.
oh, what do you mean? Like they wanted
Oh,
it to go
Zach,
where?
because I know there's like one or two. I fact check me. There was like one or two members that are still there from like the the
Original.
beginning,
Yeah, okay, okay.
and how would they know that the
That this
founder?
is what was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Kind of thing. So it's kind of hard because when you join a group, it's kind of hard. Like, w- why is this group kind of going? Not even the group, right? It's just the founders. Like, why is the founder going this way? Where we just kind of like initially wanted to start just to spread like the Mexican culture, the mariachi culture, the Hispanic culture, Latino culture, whatever, to just like spread music, because that's what it is,
Sure.
music.
Yeah.
And just like when Trump took over, just like, oh,
Now we have to figure out what we
yeah,
identify
like,
as or like what we
that's why I said devil's advocate, because that's not what I wanted initially.
I
But
can no, go for it. Keep going.
no, no, go ahead.
I feel like I can give you that to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you that during the first term.
You're right. Mm-hmm.
I don't think that I can give you that a second term
A
around
second term.
because I can give you that like people were aligning themselves with ideals around culture or ideals around music, identity, and
Mm-hmm.
even ideals around like what we want to push out into the
Mm-hmm.
world as like who we are as a people, as a nation, as like a la la la. Um, and I think that it is admissible within that first term. I do think
Mm-hmm.
that like we did not know within 2016 through to 2020. Fine, we didn't know. We know now. Like
Yeah, you're right. We do know
I
now.
think it's a little too late to be like, I no sabía. To me, it is a little too late. Like we've gone through one term of this president already.
Mm.
It is too late to act like you did not know
You're
and
right.
like you're not participating in it.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you this. I don't feed their families. I don't pay for their bills.
Mm.
I don't do any of those things. So whatever you've chosen to do to figure it out and survive, you know, I
Yeah.
can't dictate whether that's right or wrong. What I can dictate is whether it aligns with my own values or not.
Yeah.
And that is what it is, like allá tú. And if you are able to sleep at night, then good for you. I don't know.
And it's kind of upsetting, right? Because being the first female woman performing artist for mariachi.
quote unquote.
Performing
Performing
group, like performing
a
group.
show group.
Show group is what they're
Show
calling it.
group.
Yeah.
That's what they.
Yeah, and it's funny because like through our research as being an all-woman mariachi, like we're also like the years don't add up, but now what they're claiming it as as like the performing show group is very different, you know.
It is.
So it's very upsetting, and it's very and again, it's just like, and I will say this, it's just like, of course, it's Reina's getting the heat for it,
Mm-hmm.
and not Sol de Mexico as much.
Right, which is the
Well, not even
original.
Sol, is like Jose Hernandez.
Jose
and his
Hernandez
family.
and his family.
Well, because it's
But
because
Sol-
the off.
But it's because they were
Yes,
on
yes.
stage, and I
Well,
completely.
you can have it.
add it, and
Go
I
for it.
completely understand that. Like, I get it because they were in this public sector where they were completely being like, but it's just like, I'm not just aside of it all. I understand the morals and the ethics of it. It's just like, but Sol de Mexico is also part of that whole thing, and it's Jose Hernandez who is the whole thing. So why is it Reinas that's just mostly being like ripped apart?
Correct, but it's also like because it came up with
Coachella, and I understand.
Whereas Coachella it's supuestamente.
100%.
mega.
It's a
So like.
well, it's because they
sponsor-
were on a public stage like that.
Correct, but o sea, Carol G
Yes.
was also performing in that stage.
Yes.
And she, that I know of, like hired mariachi reinas.
Reinas. Yeah.
So it's not like mariachi reinas like wanted, or like Jose Hernandez or whoever was in charge of mariachi reinas like contacted them to like perform at Coachella. It was Carol G.
Yeah.
that-
Who wanted to bring them on as a
Correct.
form of inclusivity.
No, do you have anything to
Yeah.
add on?
No, have you guys ever watched their documentary called Compañeras?
So that's what I was just
Okay.
talking to about one of my compañeras in the mariachi as we were riding
But
along about that documentary that we can no longer find anywhere.
oh, it's on. Oh,
Well,
It's
because
been-
they took it off a few years ago.
It's been stripped
rights.
everywhere. You can't even find it on YouTube anymore, though.
We own it.
You used to own it.
It's
no, we own it.
we own it.
We tried to find it. You couldn't find it.
Oh shit!
You remember? We tried to find it on Prime or whatever
Oh,
it is
that's
that
right.
you
It was
had.
on Prime.
It's
We
gone.
switched our account, so that's why. But we
Oh.
physically own it because we downloaded it, so it should be in one of our iClouds. I don't know if you did or I did, but we did purchase it like 10 years ago. So like
Yeah.
we own it in a cloud, unless they strip that away too. But we do own it, or should own it.
Right, and that's what I'm saying, because you
Which
can't
I don't want that
find,
money
because
now.
I've googled
Yeah.
it, and like you can't find it even as
Yeah,
a like
yeah,
a
they took it
YouTube
down
look and
a
everything.
few years ago.
And you can
Oh.
only imagine why.
I mean, the saddest thing is like how inspiring I did find that documentary though. Like inspiring and disheartening at the same time, because one of the things that Amado and I talk about all the time about this documentary is like how.
It came out in 2007.
And you know what I will say?
by the way.
Cindy would never.
Yes,
But
I told you this. He stole that from me.
No, but this is a different Cindy. Cindy in this documentary would.
Oh
never.
yeah, her either too.
Yeah.
Her too.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
But in this documentary, like we follow them, and then we follow also how their music director gets ousted from the group because she's a white woman. She's just a straight up white woman who. And this is where I'm gonna get in trouble, obviously, because I am gonna say what I'm gonna say, but she's the most seasoned mariachi player in the group, regardless of the fact that she's the white woman.
classically trained from one of like the Ivy Leagues.
Classically trained, but also like lived
the life.
Went to
Because she went to Mexico
She went to
and
Mexico,
lived the life.
lived
I
with the mariachis
I know
out
what you're
there.
saying. And it's just I get
that
what you're
none
saying.
of us on this side of the border would have been able, or
and I'm also
did.
speaking as us as mariachi women now. Like I can't say that I've like gone out there to Mexico and actually
With talon
lived
to play the talon, yeah.
and tried to like make a living and
Which is
know
what
the
she
culture.
did.
And she did that.
She did it. She put in the lifetime.
She put
to
in the
me.
lifetime.
She
Yeah.
put in the lifetime to become this wonderful, beautiful player, and then they ousted her
Because she did not look like us.
Because she was white.
because she was a white
this
woman,
is where
and because she was telling them, "This is what you're doing wrong."
Yeah.
And
And
this
it's
is what you're
because it
not
was
doing
coming
right.
from a white woman.
Correct.
Which it's
It's
so
not-
hard.
I
It's
understand.
so
Here's the thing, though.
hard.
The ideology that Trump has, you can see the beliefs are embedded in their reasoning and their logic that the girls have in compañeras. So saying like these girls
Mm.
who have been there since the beginning, yeah, they have been there since the beginning, but they were part of this conversations of like someone doesn't fit in like us. We need to kick them out of our space. Literally, the ideology, the symbolism mentality that like Trump and his whole cabinet and everyone who follows him believes in. So, like, I disagree when you said like, oh, these poor musicians who have been there since the beginning and they didn't see because no, they've been part of it. They've known that they were a conservative family and their beliefs. It's not new. It's not because of Trump. This was embedded a long time ago, and they've known about it, and they still kept with it because
Yeah.
it
Well,
wasn't as out there or outspoken like they are now. Like today's society, it's okay saying all this bullshit, but no, I don't think I don't say poor them because they never knew. I think they all knew. Both Sol and Reina. It's not new
well,
that
and again,
yeah.
and I think this is where I'm going to play the devil's advocate on like the feminine aspect of it, because it's like in that sense it was like you don't look like us, but you had to be thin, you had to be pretty, you had to look stage, like you had to be pretty to be on stage. So and like sell that whole like mariachi aspect. Um, but like you don't, and I'm not defending any of it. I'm just like in the whole sense of like, why isn't Sol de Mexico being
I
ripped
agree.
apart,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
criticize.
Well,
like,
criticized
reinas.
like
as much
you
because
said, Reina's got Coachella stage.
Coachella
Yeah.
stage
Sol de Mexico did not get
did
Coachella
not go
stage.
Coachella stage. So why is it that absolutely yes, I 100% understand, and it's one of those where
This is an easy answer. No, and it's easy for people not to do their research.
well,
It's
and
easier for people to not
yeah,
go to the
and
root of the cause.
root of the cause, but that's also the thing. People know that it's Jose Hernandez and the family.
No, people don't. Like people don't
Jose
know that.
himself.
We know that because we're in the
we're in the world, we're in the
yes,
community.
We
But
know
and that's the
mariachi
thing.
and we know
And the
history.
thing is,
and we
it's
know,
like we knew that.
but
We knew that before
general
all
public
this
does
happened,
not.
but the general public is just finding out now, right? So it's just like, so now that the general public is finding out now it's like, that's to me for the people, like the mariachi people that are speaking out now. I'm like, but you knew this.
So it's so funny
Did you
because
guys see
when
their member was like, we're just trying to spread Mexican culture. And
no, so it's funny because when we watched the
bad.
documentary, the first time, the Compañía documentary, Jose Hernandez is all over it because he obviously created Mariachi Reinas, la la la. And I remember turning to Amado and the first thing he said was like, I don't like him. And I was
And hot take.
oh, really? And he was
yeah.
like, no, I don't like him. And you literally said he's a conservative. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like him.
And hot take, and this is probably, it's going to be edited out, and it probably should be because of everything that I'm about to say right now. I never liked Jose Hernandez. I never like
He's
even
an asshole. You can tell from
asshole.
those interviews he's conservative. He's a misogynistic
Misogynist.
asshole.
That's why I'm just like aparte de like conservative, right? Like that's a whole bubble. But he's a misogynistic asshole. And I'm like, how is he quote unquote leading this group of America's first all leading mariachi? But you're a misogynistic asshole, right? I don't care what kind of
I'll tell you,
training
and you're not
think
gonna
I
like my
have.
answer.
No, go for it. Yeah.
Women had no choice
And that's the
other
thing.
than to
Other
let it
than to
happen.
follow and say, yes, sir, thank you so much for leading us to the promised land. And we need to edit this
rough.
out. But like, and that's kind of my thing though, because
But
why? But like, and that's where I'm coming at. I'm not justifying any of it. Like, yes, we all knew that Jose Hernandez had his strict belief and blah blah blah, and like faking that. Oh, even my own daughter cannot make it into Reinas until she's completely trained on all of it,
Bullshit.
which is complete fucking bullshit. We
Right,
all
right.
know that. But it's just like,
She
dude,
was gonna make
give
it
up the
always.
she was
She
gonna
was
make
always
it
gonna make it.
anyway. But it's just this idea, like we all knew where they stood, even during COVID. Like his restaurant was like so anti-mask, so that alone was a no, even for people who
Oh
are not.
shoot! I didn't even keep up with
Yes,
that. That's
yeah. So
crazy.
like that's the thing. Like people who like the people who are in California and are in that
They got
mariachi
shut down.
community, like they
They
know,
knew.
they know. But like for us who aren't in California and stuff like that, like the moment I heard that the restaurant is like completely anti-mask, I'm like,
Mm.
oh, that's where we're standing. So it's just like, and then you start doing a little
This
bit
is
more research
Cielito
on
Lindo,
it.
right?
Yeah, Cielito Lindo. So
But
you
did
start.
you saw the interview with his daughter where they asked her directly,
Yes,
and
yes.
then the PR person had to
Which
step
is his
in.
it's her twin brother.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it's just one of those
So it's
things.
all in the family.
It's all in the
They're
family.
all the same.
And the thing is, to me, I'm like, again,
The same
I'm not
Nazis.
justifying anything. Please don't
Which
misunderstand
is where we are
that.
taking this stage left,
Left.
exit stage left,
exit
Mariachi
stage left.
Reinas de Los Angeles.
Yeah, Mariachi Reinas de Los
And
Angeles.
Mariachi Sol and Jose.
But and again,
Yes,
and it's just
definitely.
because Reinas
Excellent.
had that stage time where it's like, yes, they're the ones being ripped apart, and I understand that, and I'm not, but I'm like, Sol de Mexico as well, and but like this is all on Jose Hernandez and his family, you know, and they're the ones making the money on it, on this sphere.
So introducing our new segment, exit stage left, which is where we will be introducing a topic that we want to leave the conversation already. Are either of you ready for it, or would you
Yeah.
like for me to start?
You can start. Go ahead, start.
Me?
Yeah.
All right, I can do my first one. My first one is silly.
Mm-hmm.
My first one is exit stage, putting the word puppy at the end of every single one of your fucking surnames.
Oh my God, yes.
Can I I don't need a sourdough puppy.
Can I get an
I don't-
amen?
I don't need a tire puppy. I don't need a car puppy. I don't need a nap puppy. I do need a trumpet puppy because he's my favorite puppy.
Do you agree with guitarronera mami?
Oh, not the matriarchy.
Can we introduce mommies now? Can we let
Introduce
room? Can
mommies
we
now.
Make
open
room
the
for the
door for
mommies?
mommies?
Mommies, I can
Like,
say. Mommy, I have no problem saying.
I am over the poppy craze. No one. Do you know what? How about you be a son? How about you be a nephew? How about you be a grandson? How about
Mommy.
you just sit the fuck down?
Like, why does it have to be
Mhm.
sexualized?
Also, like, do you think puppy's sexualized?
I do think puppy's sexualized.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's so funny because every time that I've read any of these screenings with the word puppy names, like the last thing I think about is sex. But
Well, because you're a man.
no, but I'm also
But-
gay, so it should be the first thing I think about, and it is literally not.
You know
the first
what?
thing
Because I
think about.
translate papi as daddy.
Oh, but
But-
yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, and I don't know if that's different because, like, for like, I don't know, and I'm gonna speak as a Latina woman. Like, you're like, oh, call me papi, you know, because I don't even call my own dad that.
Yes, that's right.
I
And
got-
we have what's his name?
Hmm?
What's his name?
Which one?
Champagne Puppy. What's his name?
Isn't that
Oh my God.
isn't that Drake?
Drake. Wait,
Yeah. Yeah.
we have Drake to blame for all of this.
Yeah. So to me, I'm just like, I'm so over it. Like, I don't call my own dad that.
I do.
Oh,
Oh, you-
I,
that's
I
so
do
cute.
too.
Call my dad
And that's probably
puppy.
why I have a problem with it. I call my dad puppy all the time.
Yeah.
I don't.
I do. Pa papi apa.
Yeah.
That's
Pa, papi, apa.
Mhm.
My-
Apa!
Yeah, pa. Papi.
Papi.
I kind of wanted something like papi.
I do
Tiene mi
not.
carro algo.
Pa!
But you need
Pa.
something. But you need something.
Yeah.
For
Well, I
me,
mean,
it's
that's what
always
dads are
pa.
for.
But like if it's someone
needed something.
unrelated to me, is like papi, then automatically translates to daddy. Since I don't call my dad daddy, dad. It's just like
Yeah, you're
No,
not
I don't
doing
do that
yeah, like-
either.
yeah,
No, absolutely
yeah.
not.
then it's just like
Yeah. Oh my God, I agree with that.
But
I'm done with it.
we need to
I
stop.
refuse.
We
I refuse.
need to stop. We don't care about it anymore.
Mm-mm.
It's
We're
just
done.
find something else.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, do grandfather at this point. I don't give a fuck. Like,
I would respect that more.
yes, absolutely. Like, just do it. It's fine. And don't worry
Absolutely.
about it. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my
It's your
exit stage left.
I agree.
Stop putting papi at the end of your fucking thing.
Whatever it is, your passion. It's understood. You love it.
You know what? If everyone doesn't stop, I'm just gonna be Juan Gabriel papi. How about that?
That's good.
No, it's not. No, it's actually terrible.
It's actually
Don't do that.
Why?
Don't, because Juan Gabriel would hate it.
Yeah.
Do you think so? He was like, Papi
Absolutely.
Juan Gabriel, like, yes.
Oh
Yes.
no!
You don't think he would like it?
I don't think he would
Yes.
like it. I think he would hate
Yes.
that.
Lo que se ve no se pregunta, mija.
Papi.
Like, see, maybe it's because I don't know. Maybe
No.
back then it's like, Papi, like, yes.
No, I don't think so.
No, I'm not doing that
We're not
either.
doing that.
Juanga Papi.
Oh, I know what that was. Yes, I understand that. All right. Anybody else?
That's crazy. I'm like, that was a good one. That was a good one.
I don't think I can follow up with that though.
I know.
What do you mean?
You don't have anything that you'd be like, I'm so over this.
No.
No?
Not yet.
Not yet?
What's yours?
Well, just giving like the recent experience we had, I'm like, I need men to be more vocal and more vulnerable about how they would like to leave this world.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I see.
exit
Yeah, I
stage
need
left,
left,
not
like
telling us.
yeah, like toxic machismo. Like
Mm,
we're not all immortal. Like I appreciate everything that you've done for the family or for the livelihood of it all, but like we need to have that conversation.
You're right.
Yeah.
Because my dad always says like, I'm gonna live more than 100 years.
that's okay.
Oh, see,
And
you
I'm
see
like,
what I mean?
good for you to like
Absolutely,
think
that
that way,
positivity. Is
but it's
something-
just like, are you really?
I mean, yes. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a valid question, I think. Absolutely.
Like, how are you taking yourself back? You're not gonna live 100
Well,
years.
and that's the thing, though, right? Because
You
then
don't
you see
take care
their
of
blood
yours-
work,
Yeah.
and you're like, I understand as to when like you would see my score, like my grades.
Yeah.
Have you
And
seen that
so,
meme?
yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah, yeah.
it,
That,
and I'm
that
like,
was such a funny
that is
TikTok.
so
Like
on
me,
point.
me looking at their health report. The way they looked at my
Yes.
report
Right.
card.
Yeah, I was like, right.
It's like your
Like-
blood sugar was above. Da, 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 da,
And the comments are so funny under that one. I was like, oh, so you're telling me the doctor didn't tell you
Right,
that
right.
you had
right.
100 blood
Blood
pressure?
pressure, yeah, and you were
Oh.
the stellar student, yeah, the
Love it,
stellar
right.
patient.
So you didn't have homework
Right,
not
yeah,
to
to
eat
eat.
all
Yeah.
this greasy ass food?
What I like is like, pues no lo entendí.
And I
Me
love,
estaba diciendo algo, pero no lo entendí
and
bien.
you know what?
Pero dijo que
That's the
estaba
one,
bien.
exactly, and that's the one thing I do love about social media. Like you realize how
Yeah.
connected we all are. We all had that same shared experience.
Yeah, but are still having for
are
sure.
still
yeah, yeah.
having. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh my god, that wasn't just me.
Yeah.
You know, so that is the beautiful thing about social media when it's used in that way. You know.
And it's so funny. It's
yeah,
so funny.
Absolutely. So that's my thing. Let's talk about this stuff. Let's talk about the real stuff and like leave that toxic masculinity
For sure.
aside.
And now
On
you
to our
do you have
guest,
a
Janet. What do you think?
or do
Exit
you
stage
have a
left. Oh, pass the mic is
Not gonna be very liked.
ooh
that's a lot
He likes
coming
to do
from a
this.
fact checker.
But exit left, stage left, the influx of people with fucking podcasts. Everyone thinks they could be podcasters.
You
Take
know
them-
what? I'm not
take-
mad at it.
no,
I'm not mad at it at all.
Everyone.
I was
There's a
like, take-
podcast for everything. Even though my favorite one, it's a murder mystery podcast. So that one can stay though. But like, cálmenla ya. That's all.
It's so funny that you mentioned that because
Sorry. Like
Janet
this
and I just came back from
A different podcast
from being
recording.
guest at a
Podcast,
podcast where she's from Mexico, right?
Yeah. No.
Oh, it's fine.
No,
we
it's
like
fine.
it. We love it. Are you okay?
Take over because these pumpkin seeds are
Oh.
making my throat dry.
Yes, there's in the filter.
No, it's not.
Oh, never mind. There's no water.
It's fine. I'll just die.
Just drink more alcohol.
Wait. Take over how?
We just
The-
came from a podcast where we were guests, and the host of the podcast, she is de Mexico, is de Guadalajara. And she was telling us that para tener un podcast o algo similar, para poder entrevistar a la gente, lo que sea, se necesitaba un tipo de licencia o
Oh,
lo
sí.
que es beca, lo que nosotros conocemos like a degree. Because having a microphone in front of your face is powerful.
It's a big
It's a
responsibility.
big responsibility,
Yeah.
right? Because like you can just say all and spew all these lies, and you're not taking necessary accountability to it. And I was just like, "Y sí, ¿verdad?"
Sí, cierto. As we're just
As
talking.
you're getting ready to
As
go to
we
your own
are,
podcast.
yes, we're all just spewing lies. But I was just like, but no. And that's where I was just like, we were also thinking, I'm like, well, that'd be so hard to control even
Yeah.
here because it's just so accessible. Like all you need is internet connection, mics, and like
And you don't even need mics. You could do your phone.
your phone.
Yeah,
You
you
could
could
just
do,
any
like,
type of
yeah.
microphone and just like put your thoughts on there and call it a fucking podcast. Call it a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
But you know what?
Agreed
Freedom of
is-
speech.
That's right.
We do have freedom of speech.
we do.
That's right.
Whether people agree or not, it's just like we have the right.
We do have the right to freedom of speech. You're absolutely correct.
To
on
And
that.
to express our
vocalize. Yeah,
opinions
mhm.
All of
and
it.
how we feel
Mm-hmm.
and what it is that we experience in our daily lives.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Freedom of consequences. Well,
Absolutely.
Yes.
For
And
sure.
there's
And
cause
let
and
them
effect.
come at this point.
Yes.
But you know what? That's how we learn as well.
No.
And
Where
that's
we
truly-
have to like
yes, yes,
tone
yes, yes.
down or
We need
just
to-
like
Not tone down. No. You know
Oh.
what? Say it with your chest out loud and like let what happens happens. As far as
Okay.
I'm concerned.
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Chest out. Let's go.
Chest out. Let's go.
Yes.
Say it with your chest.
I plead the fifth.
You don't even know what you're talking about. It's hilarious.
She was like, "What am I saying with
What
my
am I
chest?" I don't know.
Do
No,
you
we're just
have-
saying say what you want with your chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck all these fucking podcasts. Absolutely. Gina, do you have anything you would stage left?
Choose from. How can I choose?
That's true. And a lot of them are like just talking out of our asses right now. But
Not me.
I do not,
That's right.
but I
they still
am
haven't listened to an
gonna.
executive.
what would you like
Repeat.
to you need
We
you
have
can exit
freedom
stage
of
left.
speech. That's all I have to say.
But that's not we're not trying to exit
No, it's
that.
not. But it's just like we are able to express ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's right or wrong, and we learn from what's right or wrong, whatever.
Not
Like,
her going against our segment.
Okay.
She said we can all. She said we all have a space on the stage.
whether we're religious or not.
Mm. And with that,
we exit.
we're gonna enter our final beat. But any upcoming performances that you would like to promote?
Do we have?
As much as
Well, and the thing is, so we have the famous commercialized Cinco de Mayo that's
sí,
coming
Cinco de
up, right?
Mayo.
So we're gonna be at a few restaurants this
cool.
coming Tuesday.
Cinco de Mayo is Tuesday.
Hashtag Taco Tuesday.
Oh, nice. Where are you gonna be at?
We're gonna be. So this is a privilege of having a group that is nice and big, where I can actually divide it for the first time in
nice.
Sirena's
Yeah.
life. So half of the group will be going to a restaurant in Downers Grove called La Fonda, and the other half will be going to a restaurant in Bolingbrook called Cocina 53.
Okay, cool.
So that would be in the evening.
Okay.
Suburbs,
both of them.
Suburbs, both of them. Yeah. So one of them will be a very like instrumental, just classier vibe, chill vibes, where you're not getting gritos all in your face and you can enjoy it. So it's a very well thought gig. And the other one, your traditional mariachi style. So we'll be there, and then we'll be doing some daytime gigs as well. So we'll be doing that, and then it's Mother's Day weekend también, que va a pasar el siguiente fin de semana. So we'll be doing that.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about
You
you?
guys?
We don't have any Cinco de Mayo stuff. I don't think.
Good for you. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think we do. Like I would have. I don't. Yeah.
You know what's so funny? And this is my hot take. This is my hot take. Like, I think because of how much it's been commercialized, not I think, I know, because of how much it's been commercialized and just like this whole idea of it all, when we do get hired for Cinco de Mayo, besides like restaurants and stuff like that, like during the day, it's like these corporations and like luncheons that are trying to be, and I do say trying to be inclusive of
Mm-hmm.
like everyone in the office, and we're trying to do that, but
Our
it's just
culture.
the culture, and every time we go, it's the same thing. It's like there's
Yeah.
sarapes everywhere, there's like sombreros everywhere, and it's just like, okay, this is what American culture of Cinco de Mayo is, and
Right.
this is what we're doing. And for every gig that we do for Cinco de Mayo, like we play the very traditional stuff. I refuse to play like jarabe tapatío, what they know as like
Yeah.
the Mexican hat dance. I refuse to do like La Cucaracha when they ask for that stuff. So it's just like those little things. I'm like, if you hired a mariachi, you're gonna hear mariachi
Right.
and you're gonna sit there and take it. So like this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing.
Harabadabate I don't have so much of a issue with. How does that one go?
Pa, 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 pa. No, that's La
No.
Cucaracha. Pa, 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 pa,
Para
para,
pa
pa,
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 pa,
pa.
para pa 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 pa.
Yeah, and it's just like those songs que son like tradicionalmente que
But
se
La Cucaracha I
escuchan.
do have an issue with.
Absolutely, and
I will
I
not play
and
that.
I understand that was meant like as a political statement, and I get that, but it's just like the way it's been
They don't know
here,
that though.
they
They
don't
don't know
know that.
that.
So
We
like
know
if
that.
you hired a mariachi, you're going to hear songs that you've never heard.
Right.
So that's kind of my microaggression. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're gonna hear songs that you have no idea what we're playing
Right.
or what we're saying and stuff like that. So that's kind of like what it is. But yeah, that's what you're doing. But if I'm going to be selfish, I do have an
That's right.
an
You have
Yv-
your
I
show.
have an Yvette show.
Oh, sí es cierto.
Yeah, I do. Which
Do you
is
know who's playing
crazy
with
to
you yet?
announce. I do know for the most part. So it's going to be myself as a solo singer, but it is going to be a mariachi set.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be at Del Toro on May 6th, and it's going to be an hour, and
It's an anti Cinco de
it's an
Mayo
anti-Cinco
celebration.
de Mayo celebration, which I'm totally for, as a mariachi. But when I found out that I was opening up for Grupo Rimmel, I lost it. Like I didn't know that I was opening up
Yeah.
for them, and I absolutely love them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They're
Um,
so
I
good.
absolutely love all the girls in them. They're so fucking talented. So it's going to be an Yvette show with mariachi, and we'll see. And it's going to be so much fun, and I'm excited, and
What time is that show at? Do you know?
excellent questions all around.
Okay, cool, 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 cool.
6:30. I'll get back to you. 6:30 at
Okay.
Del Toro.
Ish.
Just be there.
Yeah.
Just be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I would assume like 6:30. I would have to check my calendar. Yeah, but it's gonna be so much fun. And if you don't come to see me, Grupo Rimmel is absolutely amazing,
Yeah,
and
they
they
are.
are so fun to watch and so entertaining. And um, I'm just overall excited. And I mean, yes, I have done a whole hour of singing myself when I'm with you, but
Right.
just like doing a whole set by myself. But that's kind of the stuff that I have going on, that Siren has going on.
Yeah, I think for
Yeah.
us it's just the weekend of Dia de las Madres. On
Yeah.
the 9th, we have a show at Alhambra for brunch. And then we have the show that night at La Tequileria,
Nice.
also
Yeah.
Dia de las Madres. And then on Sunday, day of Dia de las Madres, we have our show with Pachanga at Bar Sol for Dia de las Madres. So it's a Dia de las Madres weekend. It's going to be
As they
packed.
should. As they
It's
should.
going to be crazy.
I'll see if my mom wants to come see you. Um,
She does.
Barcelona's Navy Pier.
Yeah, Bar Sol is
yeah.
going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see if she's up for you.
She will be.
She will be. It's funny because it's like the shows that Jose and I have done together. We could say the exact same thing, but it's okay when it comes out of his mouth.
Yes, speak of
My mom's an ally.
You're a gay man.
Yes, allyship. You have something to
You have
promote?
something to promote? What do you have to promote?
I'm not gonna perform, but we will be going to see one of our favorite female mariachis, Mariachi Divas of Cindy Shea, will be coming to town out
Oh,
in Elgin, so we will be there supporting them. A mariachi that definitely should not be
May
exiting
24th.
stage left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna be in town.
Working.
And we've been following them for a long time, so I'm excited. So if people are out there available that day, come out and see a great show and
I love that
have
you
a good
said
time.
that because Divas was actually my inspiration to start Sirenas here in
Oh,
Chicago.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
And it's going to sound something so like maybe stupid to a lot of people, but like it was just the fact that they were able to have their hair down.
Oh,
I know.
okay.
I know because like like growing up in mariachi and stuff like that,
Ponytail up.
ponytail up, and it was
Bun
more
up, isn't it?
bun up, like everything back, and for me it was being told by like a man, like this is just the way women have to look like, you know. But meanwhile, the men could have their hair in that group like however they wanted. They
Right.
could have a fro all crazy and didn't have to look any type of like neat or anything. But us women had to have everything completely. I'm like, if I had my bangs down, it was an issue. So
Interesting.
yeah. So for me, Mariachi Divas was my inspiration for starting Sirenas here, but just because I was like, well, they're successful as fuck.
Yeah.
They're Grammy nominated, Grammy everything, and amazing. They've lived through the entire life and they have their hair down. What does your hair have to do with being talented
Right.
and knowing the genre? So
Two-time Grammy winners.
absolutely, and I love Divas, and I wish we were available to see them.
Oh, so you're
Yeah,
not?
we're
You guys,
not. We're
y'all are
working.
playing that
It's
day?
Memorial Day weekend.
Oh.
Yeah. But so unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to watch them. But the few times that I've been able to see them live, they are absolutely amazing, and I absolutely adore everything that Cindy has done with her group and how much she's been able to just create so many musicians out of that entire ensemble. But yeah,
When this whole Reina thing blew up, I texted Jose and I was like, Cindy would never.
no. And it's funny, and I'm
Did
gonna
say that. He
say,
did
and I'm
text me
just like,
that. He
and
did
like
text me that.
Cindy's a güerita. Like I
Sí, she's
need people
es
to
una
understand.
güerita.
Like
Sí, sí,
Cindy
sí.
is a güerita.
But she used to play with Joan
She
Sebastian.
did.
So
Like she has trayectoria with her, and mis respetos for Cindy. Had Sirenas not done anything here in Chicago, or had I not like actually pursued it, I think I've actually would have sent an audition video.
Oh, okay.
And
for
and
divas.
for
You still
Divas.
can.
No,
No, you're
I
like,
mean,
I have my own.
That's like, shut up.
I think we all would. I think we all.
I
Wow.
actually messaged Cindy.
Oh, when? What year?
What year?
Timestamp this.
I think it was during COVID year.
No, I get it because I understand because we were all like, "Fuck, what is work?" You
Yeah.
know. No, same, and I get you, but like, if Sirenas hadn't taken off the way it did, or especially after COVID,
Mhm.
I would have for sure sent an audition video and just hope for the best and just move my life forward to California and been a diva.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
mean, Mariachi Divas is industry is my favorite.
Yeah.
Female mariachi.
Yeah.
Like, that's like upscale. Like
Yeah, like
Grammy,
performing. If we're talking about like performance groups and like show groups.
performance groups.
If we're talking, if now we have to get crit.
Yeah.
Because on what a show group is.
Yeah, show group. That's right.
Show
That's
group
right.
is, but yeah. But I mean, thank you so much. I mean, this has been so much fun. Thank you, Yaneth, for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you to our fact checker here
Our
today.
fact checker.
Thank you, Mado, for being our fact checker.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Yeah. Thank you for doing all
Not
that.
anytime. He did not want to
He
do this.
did not want to. He threatened to leave like 3 times.
He did.
But if you want to follow us on social medias, we're on Instagram, right? Stage Left Right Vibes. If you want to follow us individually, you can find me at I don't even know. Herrera.
Her era.
At her era.
Yeah, at her.era.mariachi. There it
Yes.
is. And then where can they find you?
You can find me at THE Jose Alfredo.
Or
And
mariachis at Mariachi Sirenas or
at Madera Once
Yes.
for the band.
I don't
Yeah.
want people following me.
Oh.
I have my profile private.
This lines back to if you didn't know me, if I didn't like you, why are you not wearing green?
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
Y'all are
But-
gonna arrive with in black, and y'all might be like, "Oh,
No,
she
Yeah.
she
not
didn't
care
know
about
me.
this person."
Yeah. But I mean, this is a beautiful way to come back in. Thank you so much for letting us trauma dump you on
No,
all of this.
I really
And
enjoyed the
it was
conversation.
amazing.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so much for both of you for being here for this moment. And this was
Stage left
Right Vibes.
with Jose Alfredo.
Yvette.
Y Janet.
There you
Yeah.
go. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.